Hello and welcome back to the table, folks. He's doing it again. I will kill you off, barbarian.
I'm
Stop
sorry, I just love the mouth
mocking
view.
the DM. The DM will remember that.
Oh, yes.
So, yes, we are back. We are with a full ensemble, and we shall get right in. In the previous episode last week, the Undecided returned to Saltmarsh after dealing with the whole Hool fever situation across Dread Parish Isle, only to find that the Black Brew family, both parents, mother and father of our very own Blackwater, had been taken into custody, taken away, killed. You don't know. All you found was a note on a note on the door of the Black Brew estate saying that this is now, by the decree of the king, property of the Revelyan Empire, and no sign of your parents. Asking around the local the local inhabitants of Saltmarsh, some old friends and family from the Black Brew family, you gathered that about a day ago, a ship set sail, a rebellion ship called the Witchgrasp, helmed by a certain Commander Keen, and apparently Blackwater's parents on board. Set sail back for Revelya, about 1.5 to 2 weeks away off to the northeast. And you transferred that dilemma to the rest of the crew of the Indecision, your prized ship. And our barbarian found his character sheet. Very good. And Flesky was voted first mate after you passed along that Kader is on a mission of his own and has had been left behind. You guys were settling down around in the map room in the hull and the bowels of the Indecision as you felt the ship starting to move and plotting your next course. So as you're currently still standing there together with Fudge, trying to figure out how the hell to follow something on sea, something you can't really track, this is where we will start. So, the Undecided. What are you doing?
So I'm guessing this is after like the initial chaos and confusion after departure, like it's probably a few hours in already into the journey.
I would say like an hour in, just to get, out of the main shore area. You did feel the tug and heard the pitter patter of several feet. The deckhands and crew is definitely at work upstairs. You hear the passionate shouting and cursing of Flesky upon deck, who's just in his element, ordering people around. And yeah, Fudge is currently looking at the map you see before you here as well, and is waiting for input on your side on what the plan is. Because to narrow it down, you want to follow a ship you haven't seen, a ship you don't know where they are sailing, how they are sailing back to Revelya. There are like several. I mean, the ocean is big. There are several landmarks between here and there. And yeah.
Well, the options are limited though. Their options specifically, because they are using a galleon. And as far as I can tell, it's a larger ship which might not be as flexible as ours. And
To remind you, you do have in Roll20, if you go to your journal, the thing that
yes,
looks like a little newspaper icon, you should somewhere, I believe, I don't know how the player view is, but you should have a info on the endurance with like
yes,
the speed and everything and the size.
the
So you
indecision,
see,
not the
sorry, yeah, the indecision. I need to change that.
rename that. Yeah, yeah.
That
So
was the indecision. That was the The first name.
So considering their physical limitations, on top of the amount of like dangers there are, and also we also talked to Fudge at the end of last session regarding what their best options might be. We did assume that they went through the Foglands.
Yeah, because Fudge said if they have any magic users on board, the Foglands probably won't be much of an issue for them, depending on their powers.
Yeah, are you able to talk to animals as a druid?
Generally, no. But today, yes.
Excellent. So we
You
could
just set up your spells.
you could just talk to some fish and ask them where that ship went, basically.
I could try, yes.
Don't know how smart fish are.
Not very, but I think they should be able to tell us at least the direction.
That's a good start, I guess. How often can you do that?
It's a ritual, or I can do it as a ritual, so as often as I want, I think. Do rituals take spell slots? No, they don't.
You can cast it as a ritual, and then it wouldn't take a spell slot.
But a ritual usually needs like some items or something to perform.
Oh no, it's fine.
Oh, sweet. Well, let's start with that.
Do we know how the ship looks?
We know it's a galleon. We know what colors they wave. So
it's probably the only ship that came through here.
And you can specify the size. So
they left when an hour before us.
One day, I think.
The
morning. One day.
The morning. We talked with this with the guy from the shipyard, and he said they left not a whole day, but I think about something like the morning of the day before. So we're
just under 24 hours.
Yeah, a little bit under, but probably about 20 hours.
Which is good because the spell is only for like the past day.
Okay.
Because I think fish just don't have a great memory.
No, but that's a good idea.
I can send out Tara as well, just to have a look around.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sit down and cast my ritual.
Yeah, I think that's a good start. Just to make sure where they went.
So, I mean, you're currently in the bowels of the ship.
Yeah, and I'm going on top of
and the ship is moving as well. So you're going to sit down, spend was it 10 minutes or an hour? I can't remember.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think I
don't know.
doing the ritual itself, you definitely sit down, concentrate, try to pick a spot somewhere on the ship where you have a little bit of time to yourself and concentration, and you do feel then that you are ready to commune with an animal.
And I'm just going to the front of the ship and start calling out for fishes. I don't know.
Fishy, fishy, fish.
Something like, hello, I've got food. Do you want some food? Come here.
Fishy, fish.
Make an animal handling check with disadvantage.
And someone, Brown Wolf, are you not good
That's
with animals?
really mean.
Since you are on a ship and it's moving.
That's a 5.
5. So all of you see Tiala climbing to the front of the ship, and kind of just looking.
I should have helped you. I had animal handling +3.
Kind of looking down into the water, starting to call out for fish. You see, she's doing some hand gesturing at the same time. Some lights appear and vanish again. And this goes on for about 3 or 4 minutes, but no luck. You can't really pinpoint anything below you.
Can I help her now, even though it's a little bit late?
Okay, you guys, I don't think that this is working. I'm just gonna go in and search for some fishes.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
And I turn into a dolphin.
Okay.
Is Speak with Animals a concentration spell?
No. And also, I think when I'm a dolphin, I feel like I should be able to talk to fish.
Or at least
But
dolphins.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Tiala just slumps off from the front, changes beneath the waves, and vanishes for a bit. Tiala, you see the ship passing slowly ahead of you, above you. You just see darkness below you. Make a perception check.
By the way, Captain, are we keeping? Probably. I mean, we have all the experts on top on board, keeping the general direction of, how every ship, steering clear of the dangerous sites, and because even they would have to have a general direction which they were going. Not that we're heading. Our heading is too off.
No, I mean we know, we kind of know where they should be heading towards.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I would say we are going that
Okay.
direction as well.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
assumed direction.
Yeah.
I
Actually-
rolled an 18.
An 18. It is pretty dark below you. You can't see any kind of ground. This is just a vast darkness below, but you do spot somewhere a couple of 100 feet or so off to your right this little school of these almost orange colored fishes that kind of wave along that kind of wave along in the same direction the ship is going.
And I carefully approach them and signal them that I'm friendly.
Sure, make another animal handling check.
Ah,
What do you do then?
Do you
that's
speak?
a 14.
Do you speak
14.
whale like Dory?
No, but I do speak dolphin. Hopefully.
So you I will allow that the ritual you did before is still taking effect. You kind of get closer to them. They seem rather not afraid or anything, but more intrigued by your persona and body, and kind of they also come closer, and you see them swirling around you and taking you in as just a part of their school of fish, just going along. And what do you convey to them, or what are you trying to? Because Speak with Animals. What's your question that you want to ask?
I want to tell them that I'm friendly and that I'm searching for a big shadow, a big ship. And if they saw something coming by in the past day, and in which direction it went.
Okay. You get the sense they're not afraid of you. They currently have the just main interest of finding food, picking plankton and other things out of the water. And while they kind of understand that you are not a threat to them, anything else that you're trying to convey just surpasses their intelligence. Fish have an intelligence of 1.
Yeah, but still the spell says that what they at least could do, even if they're super stupid, is give some hints about things that happened in the past day. Wait,
Okay.
it says beasts are limited by their intelligence, but at minimum beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day.
Okay.
Could be good.
Yeah.
From the feeling you're getting from the answer is that this particular school of fish has only
Not encountered a boat.
risen to the surface this far up pretty recently in the last couple of hours, but they've spent most of the past week further down in the depths and further off to the northeast. All they tell you is of a great shadow which they've seen here and then far off to the northeast from here. But not anything that might like resemble something on the surface, but more something below.
Oof. I think
And that's why they rose back up to the surface initially and are now searching for food up here.
Dumb Trench, probably. Whatever beast lurks in there.
Okay. I'm going to keep that in mind and continue on, follow the ship, and just swim underneath and hope I find more fish I can ask things. And keep a lookout for the big underwater shadow.
Okay.
I've got 3 hours, so I'm just going to stay down here for 3 hours. Pop up now and then to
All right. Yeah, you
show
guys
everything is
see
fine. But
Tiala. She's still there, but she keeps herself down below. Who is? Hang on. We have. Let me quickly check the. It's on the indecision. No, it's not on the indecision. Where was it again? With the. Ha! There we go. We have the captain.
Aye.
We have the quartermaster is the guy who does the
Bunch.
navigating for you. Yeah. So he's currently taking. Your last order to him was just to stay northeast because your plan is to head towards the Foglands.
Foglands, yes, indeed.
Again. So for this first day or the first couple of days, it'll probably be a good day and a half until you, from Fudge's perception, reach the Foglands. Is there anything you guys want to do in this downtime?
Yep.
Yes.
That you have. You also have, if you check your titles respectively, there are several like actions you can do, sometimes outside of combat, sometimes inside of combat as well. If you check your, because I think Branwolf, you still have the bosun on you in roll 20. Well, the first mate fell away to Flesky, but we still have the captain, which is you, Blackwater. And yeah, the rest, of course, you can do your other things.
I want to ask Branwolf if you still do you still have that little chest we found in the dwarven line?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I give it to Brion.
I finally want to find out what's in there.
Yeah,
because we tried
good
several
idea.
times, right?
Yeah.
Dude, then I'll cast knock, and hopefully that bloody thing opens.
Knock.
Knock? Yes.
Oh,
Knock.
No, knock. Like
Oh, knock.
knocking. Yeah.
What if it knocks
You mean
back?
you mean the little strong box, right?
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
quickly remind me about the knock spell? What it does?
With an object that you can see within range, the object can be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access. A target that is held shut by a mundane lock or that is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If the object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. If you choose a target that is held shut with an arcane lock, that spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be opened and shut normally. When you cast the spell, a loud knock audible from as far away as 300 feet emanates from the target object.
There you go. All right, so you concentrate on this strongbox that both Lucian back in the day failed to open, that Tiala broke part of her thieves' tools with. Setting it down in front of you, you mutter a quick incantation, focus on the box, and you hear this knocking noise, and shortly followed by this slight little click.
Oh,
Oh, I want to see this.
snickers.
And it's empty.
Are you opening it?
What is inside?
Well, yeah. of
Don't open it.
course.
No.
You open it and it gives this weird little like creak sound. Immediately kept probably inside this box, there's the small little just a cloud of dust that kind of falls out as you open it, being blown away by the salty wind. And inside you see what looks almost like on a kind of like velvety pillow. You find placed there a little rolled up piece of parchment. And I shall share it with you. Where is he?
Hopefully you will
Where's
share
my
it with
Fleon?
us.
That's where the knowledge dies. That's
You
it.
should.
Yeah.
You should,
No, I didn't
You should
carry
have
this
it
one.
now in your inventory.
Don't
A
carry
small
this.
little note.
Don't carry this along for shit well and
I mean, you do remember where you found it as well, right?
Yeah.
no. What to say, Freon?
Yeah, I'll show it to you. Can you read?
Show it to
Um,
players.
I can read common.
Yeah, then
You
you're
can
good.
common.
I can read common, orcish, and skilf.
It
May
has
I
some
take a peek?
scribbled words on it. That's definitely written in common. I just clicked on show to players, so you should see it in the chat. I don't know. I don't know how Roll20 works.
Hmm.
Would that do something?
One moment.
At least I think that should do it.
Or it's in the journal for everyone then as well.
That could
I don't know.
also be. I
I
don't know.
don't
Should have
see
to
it
check
in the
it out.
journal.
Uh-huh.
You could read it out loud.
Yeah,
Unless
just
it's
read
a
it out
huge
loud.
text.
It's not. Torbald, you fool, next time use a better lock. I have taken back what is rightfully mine and have returned it to the ruins of Veya. I hope you'll take this as a lesson to not go delving into old Eladrin ruins, taking what doesn't belong to you. May you rot in the hells. Sincerely, A.
What a dick.
Yeah.
Didn't we do that? Like, stumble upon some ruins to get some stuff? Old artifact.
Well, the thing you recognize immediately, Freon, Torbald, is a very dwarven name.
Yeah.
Very common amongst
There's
dwarven.
nothing else than this note in there.
Dust.
I want to go to Grutschuk, in case he's around the crew, swap his, well, my magical dagger that he's carrying with him, swap it for 2 normal ones, and wave that dagger around like the box and the parchment and whatever the hell else.
Yeah, you see Kuruchuk currently rolling up some rope near one of the main masts as you approach him.
I wave to him.
He turns around, looks at you. Captain?
I don't understand what he says. As far as I know, only Freon.
He does
communicate with him?
say this in common.
What? Wait, you understand me?
Bit. Others taught.
Perfect. Amazing progression so far. And I'm like
Captain.
pointing at myself and pointing at him and at the dagger. I want to trade daggers with you.
Make a perception check. A persuasion check.
Hey,
I'll
it's
go
my
with you.
dagger.
I'll go with you because
please.
It's my
We're-
dagger.
It's my-
I'll go
dagger.
with you because we're besties. I'll go with you just in case
Wait,
you need extra.
Grutschuk
Well, then roll so
extra
with
persuasion.
advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, roll with advantage.
Actually, yeah. Oh, okay.
So are you rolling with advantage,
No,
Blackwater?
I'd rather
Split it up.
Blamwolf, yeah.
Okay.
Try
Okay.
as
Well, I
So we
would
both.
usually it is one who does it, and if somebody helps, that one gets advantage. So it would be Blackwater rolling twice.
Okay, then
It's
do
up
that.
to you.
Ideally.
If you want me to roll again, let me know.
Yeah, I think it would be better this way because it's easier. That's how the official rules is written.
Well, I
Usually
don't
do it,
think
I
it would
believe.
be better. Because fuck that.
God damn it, Craig!
Yeah, I got him. I
Craig,
got him.
Craig just died.
Get Craig back in this
My
here
God,
thing.
Craig.
There we go.
We need someone in the crew called Craig.
Now,
or else this
record.
Yeah,
won't make
that's true.
sense.
Good
All right,
old
I
Craig.
have a total of 17.
Ooh, that sounds like a winner.
17. All right.
Give the halfling little pointy thing.
Gruschuk looks at you and kind of tries to make out what you mean, but then
For one.
and he pulls out the enchanted dagger. Gruschuk like weapon, and he kind of looks at it a little bit, and then hands it over to you again.
I give him 2 of mine because I think I have like 4 or something. So hopefully he's
Is
happy
that
with that.
is that the only weapon that Gruschuk is carrying at the moment? Because he's a big boy.
No, you do see that Gruschuk has like on the backside of him this like rather large greatsword that he has tied
Okay.
around, but he doesn't have any other additional daggers except the ones Blackwater hands over.
'Cause I will gladly give him which I'm having this stupid little miniature bag of holding, toting around with me. I still have that coral warhammer with 1d6 plus strength, and he's a big boy. He could probably use that to his advantage.
Is he that big?
He's
He's a little smaller than Branwolf, but he's like
Yeah,
a
but
normal
he's a-
sized, medium-sized humanoid.
Yes.
Why is everyone a giant? What the-
I mean, he's not a human. He's a
Yeah.
he's a bugbear for you. Everybody's
He's
a giant.
bugbear. Yeah.
Right,
I'd like to show
the halfling.
Kushuk. I'd like to show Kushuk this and say, "Good weapon. Do you want to use?"
He kind of like points to the back. Blade.
Okay.
Cut.
No problem.
Crush.
Oh,
Crush
yeah.
skull.
Hammers, crushes, but magic,
Bonk.
extra strength.
You do see kind of like behind the mast, looking around, also currently tying up some rope. You see Mortlock of Anthampur coming around
Mortlock.
and kind of looking
He's a
at
big
you,
boy too.
Brandwolf.
Yeah.
What's this
Yeah.
warhammer you're talking about?
Yeah, Mortlock. You need a good weapon because I have more than enough which I can tote. This is a coral warhammer we found in our adventures, and we had it checked for magic, and it's a magical weapon. It has extra strength to it. So if you would like to wield it, you're a big man.
He kind of puts out his hand towards you. Are you handing it
Yeah,
over?
give it. Yeah, and get
Okay,
crush.
yeah.
Yeah, here.
He
go
takes
for
it and weighs it in both of his big,
Yeah.
brawny arms, kind of twirls it around a little bit. This is an old but interesting weapon.
Then it's
I-
yours.
Can definitely make it usable.
Good. I just now took it out of my inventory, so
Thank you.
no problem.
And you see him kind of
Well-
like going below deck with his newly acquired item.
Start hearing some
A few minutes
smashes.
later, we hear
Oops.
water gurgling.
Yeah, big hole in the. 2 minutes later, big hole in the boot. Oops.
Oops.
Okay. So, DM, I officially now am not toting around another coral warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. So wait.
No, I'm pretty good. I'm
no
on
need
this
to haggle
sheet.
with the dwarf or anything.
no. This is I will write everything together and send it to you. Scan it so you see what kind of crap I still have. It's
All
not
right.
that much. Not that much.
Tiala,
whole-
make another
okay.
perception check for me in the time that you're still, for the rest of the time that you're still under the chip.
26.
26. You do find two living beings. One seems to be another school of fish. The other one it's a little far away to tell in the beginning, but some sort of shark that comes closer. From all of them, you're getting like very basic instincts. They are doing their thing, looking for food, trying to survive in this big open body of blue. But from the fish, you don't get any more information. The shark itself says that it definitely has. It confirms this entity further up to the northeast, and it has seen a few ships. One larger one that has been going northeast, and there was another one of these hulls it's seen from below heading towards the direction you came from.
Small one.
But you can't like pin. He doesn't really pinpoint time or anything for you.
Okay, so where was the one heading that did not go the way we came from?
Also, more in the like northeastern direction that you're all swimming currently.
Okay, and
Although
where
it's
was
very-
the big shadow?
Also further
Northwest.
up to the north, yeah, northeast.
Also east or west?
Northeast.
Okay.
And that's
Northeast.
also why they all confirm, similar to the School of Fish before, he also confirms that he fled the area most likely due to survival.
We're lucky we're gonna encounter this.
Are there things like Kraken in D&D? Okay.
Why are you guys worried about? I think the shadow they're talking about is they don't know what a boat is. It's just a big ass shadow on
No,
top
it
of
was a shadow underwater.
Yeah, underneath.
Oh, it was
in the depths.
Oh, I thought the shadow was from the
That's
boat.
why they fled the
on
area.
Oh,
I'm assuming that's the what was it, the trench area that we so heavily avoided
Probably.
last trip.
yeah. Oh well.
I do have two things I really want to do while we're on our way. First of all is I want to, what was it called?
Yeah, I'm gonna
notice
say that like basically the first day
Yeah.
at this point is
Oh.
coming to a close.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was throughout like the first few days of journey.
Yeah, definitely, and just to keep on going a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can all take a long rest for now. You're
Yeah.
fully rested.
I will use my bosun qualities to do what bosun do when they're not fighting or anything. I'm doing all the repairs around the ship. I'm making
Mhm.
sure that every nail is back where it should be. Every little boards, anything that creaks is well oiled. So I'm doing these bosun repair jobs.
Mhm.
No hammer marks on the...
Make an investigation check for me,
Yes.
as you're kind of like getting the lay of the ship throughout this first and second day, maybe.
That is -1. I'm thinking that's a 17.
17. Since the Indecision has not been in any kind of conflict, the ship itself, since it's also the Endurance, was a pretty new ship when you started out. It's looking pretty good. What you're doing is basically organizing things, taking a little bit stock, making sure that everything is where it needs to be in case of battle, emergency.
Yeah.
Just being basically prepared the best you can.
Yeah. Polishing cannonballs.
Yeah.
Making sure
Blackwater.
the wicks are dry.
And Tiala, at this point, you also return to the ship unless you want to spend another animal slot. No. All right. Yeah, Blackwater, what do you want to do?
Throughout the
Said two
journey,
things.
I would like to use noticing threats. I don't know if it's a specific captain skill. Actually, I would rather ask everyone around if anyone else has this noticing threats passive skill.
It is something that the first mate and the captain can do.
Right.
I
would
believe.
like to talk to
Oh no,
Flesky.
Bosun as well,
Oh,
and
okay.
or everybody can do it basically.
Okay, what do we have to do?
In that case, I would like to round everyone up and
Right.
basically, we have to assume that
You see Fleska already. Get over here, everybody, you scumbags! The captain's talking.
Get the bell. The fucking
Yeah, ding, 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 ding. And the crew hands on deck assemble, kind of in this little circle around you, as you bark your orders.
We have to assume that the Empire ship expects us following them at this point. And we have to assume that they may or not lay traps or even hide somewhere and ambush us. So I want you all to keep an eye out for any potential threat that might lurk in our path. And if there is anything, just ring the bell, yell, whatever the hell is needed to get everyone's attention towards it.
Fudge next to you kind of leans in a little bit. Have you thought about doing some shifts in the crow's nest?
Me personally,
Keeping an eye on our surroundings and
Can I go up?
making sure
yes, perfect.
we spot anything in the distance.
The nice lady here will take up that spot because I'm a bit too short, even up in the crow's nest, to be able to see anything.
Yeah.
I don't
If
think
you're in the
we-
crow's
we-
nest
we
doing
also
like
have-
perception stuff, you'll get advantage on that as
Yeah.
well if it's on your watch.
Yeah,
Remember,
I
we
suck
also
at
have
perception.
Tata flying around, circling and checking, just in case, even higher than the crow's nest.
No. That's,
And Captain, should we be flying, or did we already? I don't know what colors we're flying at the moment.
that's
should we be-
actually a task I wanted to
Yeah.
assign to you.
Yeah. Because I think we should be. We're still probably far enough from them, but even as soon as we're on the horizon, they can see us.
Yeah.
If we're flying their colors, we might be able to get closer and fool them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you that. First of all, look for whatever Empire colors we have left
Yeah.
from when we took the ship.
Yeah,
And
we
if-
have them. We put them away.
Yeah, and if you could, I don't know, come up with something, some design of our own that represents the group, maybe.
Yeah, I'll
You
take down my
see-
I'll take down my underwear, which
No, yeah, that's exactly.
that was just a no. That's a.
I mean, it's big enough, but
You
Yeah,
see
I know, so-
Flesky, while he's like chewing on his pipe, kind of like raises a hand.
Lesky?
I don't know if that's the plan, if we want to stealth our way towards these rebellion ships, but just know in my time of sailing that I've heard several other ships using some means of communication, be it arcane or otherwise, to basically make sure who the other ship is. So that might be something which we should keep in mind, and if we're trying to deceive out on the waves.
Good question, Flesky. Do you know flags? Do you know signal flags of the Revelyan Empire?
Do I know flags? I've made like the first flag ever to be used in Horgrim's Gate trading ships. Of course I know flags.
Okay, because
What's-
that's probably what they'll be doing. If we get close enough, they'll either use signal fires or signal flags.
Well, they might also use magic, even though
Well,
they're banning magic.
Aye,
true.
the rebellion ships themselves, they use their emblem. They use their own flag with the crest of the Empire, of course, and they usually have, unless it's just, I don't know, some scouting vessel or whatever.
Misunderstood me, Flesky. I mean signal flags. When they're signaling, like they say, "Who are you?" and then you flag back these signals flags.
Or
Usually
Morse or
s-
anything.
Yeah, it's not like a Morse code, but it's a flag code, which the Empire has their own, the pirates have their own
Yep.
way of signaling, the signal flags. Usually it's a man up in the crow's nest giving, 2 flags up is yes, 2 to the side is no.
Well, I certainly don't know how the Skilfing do it, but we have lanterns that we usually use.
Oh, even better. Okay, so you know all
Sounds
about that.
rather primitive, what you're used to.
Well, we are a very primitive but a very strong folk.
But
We're
yes,
very proud
usually
of that.
among sailors, the using the signal lamps is a way to communicate in a certain code. But as I've said, the Revelyan ships use means of the arcane to confirm the identity of other Revelyan ships or ships that cross their path and so on.
If you've never seen a Skilfing cheerleader, you're in for a surprise. Go, team, go!
I can't wait to get up in that skilfing northern waters.
Oh,
It looks just
gladly.
like Bradwolf in a tutu. That's it.
Yep, that's me.
Well, I might take a pass then.
Yeah, their legs are hairier than mine, though. Okay, no, back to business.
Is there anyone else in the crew that is maybe like an ex-Empire sailor or something like that?
Probably.
Yeah, you asked that the crew?
Yeah.
Lesky and maybe the crew as well.
Anybody knows about signaling, about...
You see one guy stepping forth who's completely bald and a big chunk of a guy. A big, like, bushy, scraggly, red, whitish beard.
What was his name?
What F name did he have?
Franz? You don't know. You didn't ask him yet.
Well, I should know the name of everyone.
Yes,
He hasn't been a particular, like memorizing face or anything since you haven't had to deal with him, but he kind of steps forward.
Ah, Craig. Hi. Yes. So do you happen to have experience with the arcane communication methods of the Empire?
Well, I don't know any means of the arcane, so to speak, but I've had my share within transporting Revelyan soldiers here and there, and I do know about communicating my way around a lantern and the Revelyan codes, although they usually update them every couple of months or years. Especially now in wartime, we have to be a little bit more careful. But I could try my best if we try to communicate via lantern, perhaps. Mm-hmm. If that helps, Captain.
Perfect. That'd be amazing. And if you could maybe check whatever books, scrolls, or whatever we have left from when we took the Endurance. Maybe there's some remnants, something that might help us with this.
Well, I'll get right on that, sir. And you see him, like, stomping his way down to the lower deck.
Perfect. That takes care of that for now. One more thing. I want to talk to Freon.
Everybody's still, like, standing around you. Like, all of the crew is still waiting if there's anything else.
Well, if no one else has any experience with the arcane method of communication from the Empire, just get back to work.
It's getting late. Should we dish out some grog and some food for the folks?
Is it? Well,
you see there's like a little skinny fellow who kind of like raises his hand.
The
shitter needs cleaning, but Alice won't do it.
Alice?
Where's the first mate?
Yeah, you see Flesky is kind of like looking between both of you. We're going to take care of that now, Captain. If there's nothing else, everyone get back to work, and I'm going to have a word with you. Just speaking to our captain like that. You seem like kind of whacking him on the backside of the head and pulling him to the side, and you are now amongst yourself again.
What's the plan when we catch up with that ship? If we catch up with them.
Infiltrate,
kill, there is
a
huge question mark, which is, we know that they have my parents, or we assume they have my parents, but we don't know what else they have. It is a people transport ship, or rather a general transportation ship.
Yeah.
And it makes no sense for them to come over to Dread Parish Isle just to capture 2 people.
Yeah, we had the feeling that since it's such a large ship, that it might be something like not like a slaver, but like that they might be collecting all magic doers or magic people that they're arresting and then taking them back
Yeah.
to Revelya
Either
to
that,
be
or it's full of it contains like a whole army, which might also be the case. Maybe they brought a whole army because they didn't know what to expect in Dread Parish Isle.
that
So
could be, yeah.
either we have like this renegade magic user army that we could use to our advantage, or it's a ship full of enemies.
And what Freon probably didn't catch from the last time is also that we heard that even though they are against magic and that they're arresting magicians, they have their own mages aboard, so they probably also have magic users. It's like
So your
it's like
parents
the
are magic users as well, Alton?
No, they captured
they
the
healed.
Yeah, no, they captured my parents because they were somehow connected to magic users. They brought under a few magic users for a few days, apparently.
Hmm.
Regardless, I mean, we're gonna save them one way or another. But Freon, what I wanted to ask you, what the hell is up with that chalice? The one that you so specifically requested to use when you made the deal with the grandmother, with the hag.
Well, yeah.
What chalice?
You
You
know,
wanted
the typical, the traditional dwarven
to drink.
drinking chalice for making pacts.
I don't recall any pact.
Does the name Kader ring a bell?
Yeah, that tough elf.
Yeah, you know what happened to
Yeah.
him, right?
He's gone.
Yeah, but you know why?
We left him somewhere in the woods, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, Freon, why did you use the chalice?
Flesky kind
We're
of
all
comes in.
wondering.
Did he get hit in the head or something, or what's the deal?
No,
You told
I
me
think-
that
I think he's
Kadir
about
kind
to-
of followed his own mission. What exactly went on?
I think he's about to
In
get
those
hit in the head
woods.
by the barbarian.
You lied to your crew?
Ranwolf,
Captain, that's not nice.
Ranwolf, could you help me here out?
Captain,
please?
that is
Yeah.
not a very good behavior towards your crew. They're trusting you. You shouldn't
Kinda.
lie to your crew.
I kind of friendly face my big smelly arm around Freon in a brotherly hug like I do every once in a while and say, tell us about the chalice. Why did you use the chalice? We're all wondering. Did we kind of trick her into something? Is there something that we should know or what you can tell us about that? There was a reason that you used that chalice. Do I
Which
have to do a
chalice?
persuasion or something? Let me do a persuasion
I
roll
want
on
to
his
do an
ass.
You
insight check.
can't, you can't persuade him. You can do an insight check, yeah. If you,
Insight?
what do
Insight,
you
yeah.
want to? What do you
Well,
want to
the-
incite on him?
We
I wanna,
can.
I personally want to.
You want to
insight-
check if he's lying?
whether
Or if he-
yeah,
or-
whether he's
or if
lying
he really
about
forgot.
exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I
All
want.
right.
Okay, can I help him?
You can both roll an insight.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Can I roll as well?
You
19.
can roll a deception check if you want to deceive them in any way.
Insight. Oh, insight 0. Okay, 19.
I've got a natural 20.
All right. So, spill the beans.
Right here.
I've got an 18.
The beans.
18.
Not
You
enough.
definitely notice Freon is kind of dancing around something. And
I
he's
share that
not
with
being
Brandon.
honest about
He's not being
knowing
honest,
anything
yeah.
about a chalice.
All right. You know what? It's not urgent anyway, but
No, it's just. we
Fine.
just-
Keep
just-
your secrets.
No, we're just
But-
wondering, why you don't want to tell us this.
I mean, because it's kind of important if we want to save Kader and all of that. We need to know everything
we'll
that's
have to
going
get
on.
back. Or we might not have to get something. Maybe if that chalice worked the magic of some kind, maybe we don't have to get this, I don't know, piece of whatever.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah, Matt.
Tiamat, yeah. But I guess not. Since you used that magic chalice, we don't have to worry about it, I guess. So whatever. I'm not good with words or remembering things.
Apparently, you guys play on-
Flesky kind of chimes in.
For the sake of the crew and as first mate, I feel inclined that I have to inquire if this talk about chalice or whatever artifact this is it a danger to the crew or ship?
He asks you, Freon.
Which chalice?
Fuck
The
this.
one your brethren here keep talking about.
I don't think that. I don't know. I don't know which chalice they're talking about.
Make a deception check.
14.
I see you're dancing around something, good sir. I'm just trying to make sure that my crew is well attended to and not in any harm.
I would like to turn towards the crew. If there was any harm to any of us, Leon would inform us. What I believe is that he's not comfortable discussing the issue at the moment, so it's best for us to just leave it.
It's just Flesky and
that.
Fudge is somewhere around in the
Perfect.
corner,
Yeah,
but
in
the
that
rest
case,
is
I'll
like
just
not
tell
paying attention or anything.
Lesky directly. He just doesn't want to talk about it now,
Yeah.
I assume.
Could
So
heel haul him until he spits it out. But
no,
that's okay.
it's not urgent. We have other matters at hand. It's fine. He'll
Right, I'll
talk.
trust your judgment on this, Captain.
Thank you, Lesky. And that's it. I'm not touching this anymore until something goes south because of a certain dwarf. in
You're
our
gonna
group.
you're gonna need us sooner or later. Someday you're gonna have to you're gonna need something from us, and then we're gonna have
Crawl
have
back
to
to
tell
us,
Yeah,
crying.
you're gonna cry, come back crawling. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you. Yeah, watch it.
All right.
No.
So,
Naughty dwarf.
anything
dinner.
else you want to do over the next 2 or 3 days?
Dinner.
Yeah, we should
Blackwater?
feed. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
How much wind do you think can our sails take without being destroyed?
Yes, we have super winds.
So we have a travel pace of 5 miles per hour. So if you go slightly
but-
above that, that would be.
Do you think 20 miles per hour would be too much wind?
Is there something like D&D physics and like wood stress and stuff like
Well,
that?
I mean, does it say on the indecision how much he can do in a day?
Yeah,
I
120
think,
miles per
wait a
day.
minute.
Yeah, 120 miles per day.
Got it open right now.
And
That's
what was
with-
the
that's
thing
with
about the wind?
normal.
The wind is its movement, sails, speed in water is 45 normally, 45 feet. 15 feet while sailing into the wind and 60 feet while
60
sailing
with the wind, yeah.
Although this might
Gotcha.
be combat, I'm not sure.
It's just like the miles usually, and the other thing, those are the feet. The second one, which is basically in combat.
Yeah,
terms
there's
of how you
nothing.
move
Travel
around and
pace
stuff.
is not affected by wind. So the miles version, the feet version, is affected by wind. And hit points.
So
I'm
what I was
wondering-
wondering is if I might be able to push
Yeah.
with wind a little
With
bit.
wind, you
but-
can help along the sails for you to go faster.
That would
definitely.
be-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
But how long is the spell?
It's only 10 minutes, but I could do it several times.
Yeah, I mean, if you concentrate, I would say you could. If you concentrate on it for like long enough and don't do anything else for that day,
I mean, I think I could do it like 1 hour because it's only 10 minutes every time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to waste too much, but 1 hour, 20 miles.
is it like a cantrip?
No, it's a spell.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can burn spell slots
Yeah, that's
as
what I would do.
many as you want, but to help the ship along, yeah, you would need like an hour, like help along an hour at least, and maybe you could
Yeah.
get maybe
But
like 1.5 times as much, I would say.
I
At the
mean,
end of the day,
it would be 20 miles more if you think about it. If I could, the wind is 20 miles per hour, and if I do
yeah,
it 1 hour, we should travel 20 miles more.
yeah,
But I think that's better than nothing, so
it's better than nothing.
I would do that.
Not gonna help much, but you can focus the wind into the sails.
Yeah,
Yes.
but the thing is that, yeah, well, it's a 10-foot cube.
Uh-huh.
No,
Yeah, that's what
it's
I'm
a
saying. I mean, the sails
ball.
are pretty large, but still, you can like focus it on somewhere in the sails
Yeah.
and have that work for you.
Well, it's actually focused on me, but I would just, I don't know, climb into the sails or
Grab the
something.
sails and just.
Whee!
Yeah,
That'd be
something
fun.
like that.
It should. I mean, it should definitely speed us up and give us more
Yeah.
speed.
You're at now by now probably reaching the evening of the third day on sea.
Okay.
Because then I would do this every day.
Hmm.
Is
Just
there anything
so
else
we're
which has to
faster.
be
Anything
done?
else you guys want to do before we continue?
Well, I have trying to
Anything
think with
specific?
I
I'm
keep
looking at
asking the fish. I spent like 1 hour with the
yeah.
wind and then like 6 hours or something with the fish and then
Mhm.
like the rest in the crow's
You're
nest or
not getting
something.
any information from the fish,
Okay,
especially since you don't know where these fish were,
Try
how they're
the
coming
octopi.
from, and it's really hard communicating with them.
that's fine.
Try
I
the
like swimming.
octopi.
Bye. And an octopussy's garden in the shade. So
Is that like a Skilfing nursery rhyme or something?
yeah. Don't you know Octopussy's garden? I like to be under the sea in an octopussy's garden in the shade.
Yeah, there's like a few sailors chiming in on that and
Yeah.
starting to sing with Brandwolf,
Yeah, that was good. Everybody knows that song.
and
We
everybody's
would
singing along
be
with
so
them.
happy, happy in an
Ma-
octopussy's garden in the shade.
Brandwolf, make a straight charisma check for me.
Okay. That is a charisma. Let me see. Do I get anything on that? Probably not. What's my charisma? Oh yeah, +1. That is a 14.
14. There you
14.
go. While doing so, you get the sense that putting a little jig into it, the sailors, the morale of the crew goes up ever so
Hey.
slightly.
Yeah. And I also, at the same time, since I've repaired everything, keeping everything clean, checking everything, I even helped the lads with the shitter. I can also see I can forage. Character casts out fishing lines, keeps an eye out for sources of food. I can make a wisdom or survival check when the DM calls for it,
Mhm.
and can see if my nets catch
Yeah,
any
make also a general one
crabs,
for the last few
yeah,
days
yeah,
of sailing.
crabs or eels or something. Survival. Oh, 18. 18 and survival. Oh, +3. 21.
Easy enough.
Yes.
You managed to get like a good haul with the nets of some fishes in that definitely
Oh,
serve
nice.
for a good dinner and cold breakfast over the
Oh, perfect.
coming few days without
And
getting
there
too
we
much
go.
done with your resources.
Yeah, keeping the lads happy.
They can't give us information, but at least they can give us
Hey,
nutrition.
no problem. Yeah.
Tiala's very
Um,
off put by this.
No,
I
it's fine.
recognize that fish. I talked to
I
him
would
just recently.
also like to create water every time we
Oh,
need
yes,
some
very
to
good.
drink,
Yeah,
so we don't use up our resources.
yeah. So far, it hasn't rained, so you can definitely help along with that. But other than that, you see that sailors are very smart in these kind of things. You see, they put up several small little leather skins and several contraptions that kind of are designed to carry and catch some of the rainwater in case it should rain. So you can fill water skins into barrels. Basically, it's catch into barrels and stuff like that. But yeah.
By the way, to make it faster, I also seen the deck. The captain, first mate, or bosun can exhort the crew to work harder and drive a ship faster forward. That's the combat action though. Full speed ahead. Roll a d6, multiply the result by 5, and that gets the ship's speed until the end of the ship. So that as soon as we're in combat, we can bark orders to make things go faster.
Yeah, exactly. I've got that as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these are like the combat things you can do. So yeah, the fourth evening kind of starts to settle in. Who's doing like crow's nest stuff?
Tiala's doing everything.
Yeah, Tiala's basically you're focusing on
hopping back and forth
on the wind.
Well, for 1 hour. So
but these kind of like things of like spending like a day in the crow's nest, these take a whole day. That says so in the actions that if you decide to do this, you can't do anything else.
Okay. Could you take the crow's nest shift, maybe? Instead of
Sure, yeah.
You're alright with that, and like using Tara to see if we get any closer or not.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'll take my book with me.
Yes, of course.
About the Drake book with the 5 dragon heats, and read that a bit to gather some more information.
Is that the one we don't know anything about?
Which book?
Yeah, that's the one that's it's in the same bag with the chalice. Same bag, one around your neck, which we can see.
Just let him go. It's fine.
Yeah, as soon as all the repairs and everything else is done and Freon's watch is over, I can take over then also. But I mean, that's a whole day, so I guess now it's probably nighttime. We should probably be resting. Or what's time wise? Been a few days already. Yeah, we always
already. Yeah. So Freon, give me a perception check with advantage in the crow's nest for this first day.
Uh, 22.
22. While this fourth day passes, there's nothing that really spots your gaze. As the sun kind of sets further off in the west, almost northwest from where you are, you do see something on the horizon, way back. This little change of height, but it's really hard to make out, and it's really far away, but it's behind you.
It's behind us.
It's behind you, further off to the northwestern direction.
Okay. I'll shout down to anyone who's down there. Look at the stern, northwestern direction.
You see some shouts going on downstairs and some things, and it reaches your ear, Blackwater, as well, that they kind of start spotting and pointing somewhere off in the distance, trying to make out what the crow's nest person has been talking about, that something was spotted far on the horizon.
What's the best size?
What does Tara see?
I don't know.
And you also see further off in front of you, Freon, probably another couple of miles or so, maybe 5 to 10. Well, not 10, but maybe like 5. You do see very faintly this small little sliver of white. That means that you're getting closer to the edge of the foglands.
Then
You
I'll
probably hit
communicate
it in
that
the middle of
first.
the night
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, then
If
I
it keeps
communicate
airing.
that first, that we're close to the foglands, and then tell them or shout about that something's behind us.
All right.
And what does Tara see? If
Make
I
a
send her off
perception check
towards
for
if I send
Tara.
her off towards the thingy following us, how far away is it?
The connection rips off after 120 or 100 feet or so, right?
I think 100. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like several miles out. But you can send her away, but she'll be a while.
Well, she. Yeah, I'll send her off, and she's should come back as soon as she has like a clear picture of it in her mind, and then
All right.
transfer that
That's
to
the
me.
last command, basically.
Yes.
Okay, you see Tara flutter off, and after that familiar distance, your connection severs to her, but you still see that little speck of energy flying now against the western sinking sun.
All right.
Is it moving?
Make a perception check.
27?
Tiala, with her elven eyes, is standing at the bow of the ship, kind of focuses in the distance, and you wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, start to try and calculate a little bit with now the first few stars showing up while the sun, the last few rays of it are sinking below the horizon. You do also see slowly brewing in front of you, not a storm, but there are rain clouds that are rolling in slightly further to the west, coming towards you as well. And you definitely see that it is moving. And you're not quite sure, but it might be sails. But you're not 100% certain. Might also be an island that's maybe moving, but it has a really weird shape.
So
But
dragon
since you're
turtle it is.
but since you're focusing on the kind of like shape of a ship, yeah, it's hard to tell. It might be sails. It's still too far away.
Okay.
And you now hear this little pitter patter of the first few drops that kind of start rolling and dropping onto the wooden planks of the ship.
How far do I think is it still away? 1 hour, 2 hours? If we think that it's faster than we are.
Well, you definitely think that maybe in the next hour or so you might be more inclined to tell what it is. But it seems to be moving a little bit faster than you. And probably either within the dead of night or a little bit closer, maybe in 2 to 3 hours or so, they might catch up, whatever it is.
How late is it?
How late?
Mhm.
It's still like currently a little bit in the golden hour. There's still some sun rays here, but
So I
you'll be
can't go
guessing
to
that
sleep.
if you're waiting for like your best guess that in 2 hours maybe the last few remnants of the blue hour will be here. It might be darker if this like rain keeps up and if the clouds pull together, but
By the
you'll be in
way,
darkness in a couple of hours in the dark of
by the
night.
way, I'd like to bark a few orders, get a few crew members to make sure that all the rain barrels are open to collect water, to make sure that everything which has to be scrubbed is scrubbed. You know what the bosun's supposed to do. Make sure that because we need the rain. We use the rain for, first of all, we need it for water and also to
Yeah.
clean the deck and everything. So I want to take care of that as my chores.
Make a persuasion check. or intimidation check. It's your choice how you want to go about this.
Well, that's a 17. Let me see what I can use it with. Intimidation is +4. Persuasion is +1. I think I'll take the intimidation.
All right. So
In
Brandwolf a little
21.
a little bit louder than usual starts barking these orders you see, and you see immediately the crew following his word and getting the collection skins ready, pulling them open, and just in general be alert as they now also try and spot both how far it might still be to the Foglands and whatever this thing behind you is in the distance.
How many people are we on this boat?
On your
17?
boat? Yeah,
I believe
hang on, there
17 or something
was...
like that.
Let me check. Here we go. We have this nice little thing. Let me pull you up. It's still called the Endurance. Wrongly enough. But you do currently have about 15 crew members on board. It should be more though, with the thingamajig. I can actually change that. So yeah, it should be... What do you say? Blackwater 17, right?
So, at least when we arrived at Salt Marsh, we were about 17 in total.
Yeah. Let me just add that in general to the thing.
Oh well, we have the bugbear extra. We have the what else do we have extra?
Yeah, we have-
Grutschuk, yeah.
Well, it could be that they got more people from the port. Maybe they recruited
Could
some.
also be, yeah. I think
What was no order.
we can take up to 30. I think.
Friendships are not made in order or by orders. ODM.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sit down and spend the next 20 minutes to ritually cast water breathing on everybody. For the next 24 hours,
On
just
everybody?
in case.
Like,
Well, one ritual is
all
for
of the
10
crew?
persons. Yeah.
oh, 10 person.
I'm
So it's
just gonna
definitely
do it
getting
twice.
you and anybody else of your choice you're picking out from
Yeah, I
the crew.
want it to everybody is supposed to have it. Just in case anything
Oh, so
happens.
you're using it... One ritual is 20 minutes? I would say you
10
can get
minutes.
Yeah, you can get about 2 in, and you should be able to... Everybody
Yeah,
stand up in a
same.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
we-
think,
Being
wait, let
touched
me
by
check.
Tiala.
They,
Water breathing? Water breathing? Water breathing.
yeah, it's
You get
just
water breathing.
10
You
willing creatures you can see within range, and the range is 30 feet, so I don't think that they have to stand next to me, I think.
No, most of them get it. You do see, however, that about 5 of them or so are very
want it?
hesitant.
Okay, you don't have to.
They are like very... Not if I don't have to, because they
That's
don't
fine.
really trust you and your
La
powers
magique.
or whatever.
Anti-majors. Magician people.
I don't want to pressure anybody. I just want to help.
All look very interested in what's happening,
Can.
but they know
I
as
can
long-
pressure him.
No, no, please don't.
You want me to make him?
No.
You can also try if you want to, like the people I already did it on, they can just stick their head in like a water bucket or something and try if it
Breathe.
works.
Brandwolf just picks someone by the
Yeah.
The
by the
skeptics.
feet.
Yeah,
and just
here. Take someone off the
water.
ankle and just kind of hold them over, throw them
see-
overboard and keel all
Perfectly
them back.
fine. There you go.
You
Nothing
see
wrong.
Fritz, who just like jumps into one of the open water barrels and doesn't come out for 20 minutes.
You're welcome.
Hey, you gotta drink that water. He's
That's
bathing in.
fine.
It's a brew now. Like no, we can just drink it.
Yeah.
dinner.
At this point, though, you do definitely make out sails. You're sure of that.
Okay.
It's definitely some
So we're following it now, or what?
bigger.
What's
It is
happening exactly?
following you, basically. You are
Following
going in the
us.
other direction towards the northeast, towards the Foglands, and it's kind of coming in from the northwest.
Colors.
Sons of bitches.
What colors are we seeing?
Did they wait for us?
Make a perception check.
Leon, could you? No, you're probably up there. Leon, could you help me?
Sure.
Or you just barked the order up to Freon.
Actually, if I can just do
Yeah, I
that,
mean,
I'd rather do that. Yeah.
Sure.
He's
Okay.
got the eyes.
so you know
Right.
with advantage.
24.
24. You also start to see earlier than the rest that these are definitely sails. You hang on a second.
Actually, how big is it?
You count what looks to be 3 main masts,
Mhm.
and
Oh god.
So somehow they are behind us, no?
I'm not too sure if it's
That's
they're
the
behind
thing.
you,
Is
and
it a-
you
is it a
definitely
galleon?
make out at this point it's still being off a couple of miles. Red sails.
red sails.
Oh, I knew it. Fuck.
Dang.
So not the Revelyan colors. This is the Scarlet Brotherhood.
The Scarlet Brotherhood.
How far
themselves.
away?
You don't see a rebellion flag
No.
on top, but you do make out as it gets closer what seems to be on a black canvas, a flag, a reddish kind of almost skull looking tentacle face that kind of just like curls around its arms into different areas around the lower half of the flag, but ends in this almost giving it almost this illithid kind of look.
Okay.
A
Far
skull
away
that
are they?
basically changes into this form of tentacles in the lower half.
How large a ship is it? Can we see? If it's...
Masts,
You
that's already a
do.
decent
Large
size.
enough to add it to our fleet, I would say.
Hey Freon, would you like to be the captain of a ship?
I wouldn't mind,
Need to
but
change
we probably
something
don't have
here.
enough people for that.
Well, we can always
Hey.
convince someone. I mean, pirates
Yeah.
are very easy to persuade if you have the gold.
Maybe you can use that chalice of yours and do something with
Would
it.
you shut up with that? It's fine.
Maybe we make drink, make them forget.
They are probably 2 miles out or so at this point,
Okay,
and they're getting closer.
but it's not a galleon, so it's not, them.
It's a little bit larger than your sailing ship,
Okay.
So
but
they're-
not a full-blown
They're
galleon.
less than an hour away.
Okay, good. Then it's time to bark some orders. Where's my bosun?
They are.
How can they be that fast, though?
I don't
Because
know.
Tiala pushed us on all the time.
Maybe they
Captain,
also
do you
have
want to?
magic.
Captain, do you want to have a meeting of the mates?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Need
So
Flesky
have
to
Fl-
call
Flesky-
everyone. Yeah.
Let's keep bark the orders that we can all meet because I
Like
think
the whole
this is a call to
The whole
action.
crew, or just us?
Uh,
Us.
First the
Us.
All right.
officers.
All the rest there, keep alert. We'll be right back.
And he stomps off down to the map room.
Yeah.
Question for the
We
DM.
follow.
Yes.
Regarding cannon positions, is the image that we're seeing right now, the one presented on Roll20, is that accurate? Or do we have something else?
Let me see where you're on right now, because I'm always on different ones. Yeah, that's basically pretty accurate.
Shit.
Shit.
Why?
Well, okay, here's the big
Let
deal.
me see.
The-
Wow. 1, 2,
We have
3,
8
4.
in the lower deck and 8 in
8.
the
We got 16 guns.
the upper deck.
I can also hang on. Let me get you guys.
And there's another
down.
one in the back here. Let me
Down
open this
here.
up here.
Oh,
Maybe this
that's
also helps.
beautiful.
Oh wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll go with the other picture because it's a bit more.
Yeah, and I also
Precise.
want. Doesn't it say how many guns on the
No, it does not.
It
Unfortunately.
doesn't.
Basically,
Well, then,
in terms for fighting itself,
Yep.
what happens is that the ship itself can take actions,
Yes.
and it can basically. It's not about the let's say like everybody can stand on a cannon or whatever, but you as a ship take
Yeah.
actions
To
and
me,
you can do
my
things.
my question is, can we shoot backwards?
No.
Okay,
No, we have to
that's the
turn.
big question. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the big
Don't
issue.
we have those swivel guns on the? There were two on the
back.
front and two on the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we can maybe use those.
there are two.
But it's still just
We
part
will
of
we will
our
have to like see
loadout.
once you go into battle what like kind of the angle is, and we'll decide from there.
Yeah,
I don't say we
want to
go.
wait
You
until
can
then.
always try to do it, outside, but you might have disadvantage on the roll.
No, I don't want to wait until the battle to just
No.
come up with it on the whim. Basically, we are trying to hunt down an Empire ship, and we're the more time we lose, the less likely we manage to get them before Revelya.
Yeah.
So,
But
if
we're
we
gonna have
encounter
to.
them, if we
counter with
have
them,
to,
yeah.
we have to take care of it as fast as possible.
Yes.
Now,
Seems like they're an hour away, Captain.
yeah, that's what I
Okay.
feared.
Shouts from
Flesky,
above.
can we drop line and measure how deep we are?
Uh,
Because I have an
sure,
idea.
I think so.
I have an
Why,
idea.
what's your planning, Brandwolf?
If we're deep enough that the anchor reaches, I'd like to drop anchor, go hard to stern, and make our ship turn by using the weight of the anchor against the wave so that we turn faster than a normal turn, and that way have them get closer enough to do that action and then attack them so that they get a full broadside. So they're coming full frontal and we turn by dropping the anchor using that as a turning weight.
Let me get you guys to another view to give you a better.
If you can
over
understand what I'm
view of the
talking
thing.
about.
Drift the ship, basically.
We want to drift the ship, but drift the ship using the anchor as fast as possible.
Why don't
But
we
you
try and run into the fog?
That's another potential possibility.
That's another thing.
Now,
But
okay,
then
here's the big question. Do we
still,
want to
still turn? Yeah.
Do we want to
The question is,
engage
do
with
we
it?
engage?
Yeah.
And I need everyone's input on this.
Well, if you ask me, Blackwater, I don't have many days left, and it's nice to see a nice little sea battle every now and then. The last time I fought was maybe 5 years ago.
That's just
Somewhere,
straight up the DM talking.
I can't even remember where it was, but it was somewhere on this Azure Sea of ours. But of course, this will definitely cost us time.
But what
And
we know,
the other question is, can we take them?
I don't think that's a
I think
relevant
we have
question.
enough guns.
We definitely have the
Well-
manpower and the
And the
magic
element
power.
of surprise.
No, well,
And
they know
I
that
don't
we are
think
there.
we have the element of the surprise if they're sailing straight to us.
Well, I'm just throwing this out there. It's the end of the day, so I used 6 spells already for the wind.
Whatever
I
that
have
means.
barely anything left.
It seems that your elven lass is tapped.
Uh-huh. I can heal, but that's about it. Like,
But we
might
do
have to.
have
Direct
around
heal, but-
17 able-bodied crew members here who gladly will take care of repairs and cannon fire and whatever else you have at your whim's discretion. However, this kind of ship, the Scarlet Brotherhood, is not known to fuck around.
No, neither
Pardon
are we,
my-
though. Neither are we.
we can still breathe water for the next, at least the next hour,
we
right?
just
It might
Right?
be an idea
Yeah.
to deceive them.
Here's okay.
Yes.
I need.
So my idea,
Yeah.
just a suggestion. We have enough to man the cannons. Let me take, I don't know how many. Give me some of the crew.
Ruchuk
Your
and
best-
yeah.
Your
and-
best swimmers. Give me my bugbear friend and a couple other fighters, and I'll swim over underwater, breathing water, and try to.
They're still a mile out, though.
Yeah, no,
don't care.
we would wait.
Big boy.
Here's a question for Lesky. How easy
Aye.
is it to take over a ship without, well, how much can we damage a ship and take it over and still have it operational enough to kind of like continue our current journey? Because it is faster than ours.
Well, You might have to decide if you want to have the ship or if you want to sink it, because once we start plugging some holes in there, I don't know how fast they're going to start repairing before it sinks.
I think
The question is, are we going to have a full-fledged naval battle? Are we going to deceive them and board with a guerrilla crew, so to speak? Or
I do
are we
both.
going to wait for their first move?
we could mix it a bit. We could
Yeah.
screw up their sails, damage their movement speed, take them
Yeah.
over with Branwolf's plan, and as soon as we
Yeah.
have it, we swap sails and take that one.
Well, we have some very fine cannoneers on this here ship. We can maybe
Yeah.
not aim for the hull, but for the sails in particular.
Yeah.
Those
Take
should
the
be able
sails.
to be repaired in maybe a day's work. But
Easily.
the important thing is, if we engage, Captain, we will lose time.
Time that we can regain if we take over this ship. Potentially.
Do you want to leave the indecision behind?
No, I want to expand its fleet.
Yeah.
I want to declare
Oh,
free
I
on this
like the
captain.
way
I like
you're
to have
thinking.
Like to have a
Fleet. The fleet of the Undecided, helmed by the Indecision by Captain Flesky. I like the sound of that.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So if you want to take another ship for this here old captain to commandeer, I will certainly be there in the front line making sure that'll happen.
Took care of Freon's dream, didn't it?
Well, it's not going to be the last ship. I can tell you that. We're following
we
another
are
one right now.
now we really are buccaneering.
Of course.
Aye.
Of course. Everyone gets a ship. I don't care.
Yes. We're never gonna. Yeah, let's never leave the seas. Branwolf the Buccaneer.
So how are we going to do this, Captain?
We need to... Well, considering their current direction, we need to wait for them a bit to get closer.
Fitting music.
So we stand and wait broadside and
And
wait for them to come into cannon range.
I
I mean, we don't have to stand. We can just keep going.
keep going, yeah. Yeah, it's... they're faster than
Circling,
us.
basically.
Yeah.
You hear like another shout from up above. Probably another 45 minutes out, Captain.
Perfect. As soon as our cannoneers see that they have good sight of the sails, we can perform the Branwolf maneuver,
Yeah.
lift the ship a bit, and fire at the sails.
As soon as they are.
So we are
as soon
not
as we drift,
aiming to board them then. We are going to
Yes.
attack the sails focused once they're in reach.
For now,
I think three things. We drift, we fire, and once they're firing, I'd get my fighters dropped into water while
Yeah.
they can't see us.
make sure that they're close enough so you don't drown.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
You
not
still
gonna
have to
drown.
swim.
I can
You-
breathe water.
yeah, but you still have to swim, so it's exhausting.
Yeah, but it's close enough. But once we have all the shit flying and all the cannon smoke
chaos,
going,
yeah.
we can drop into water without being noticed.
Once they are within 200 feet, we will have a sure aim for them. Anything else after that, these cannons here can reach close to a mile, but we could start firing now, but that will be a marksman hit to hit anything.
Fire ballistas, yes.
It
indeed.
says so on the cannon's
yep,
weapon
I'm
thing.
zooming in now. I think that's the plan. We wait for them to get closer, and as soon as they're within 200 feet, was it? We strike. Does anyone else have any input?
But we keep moving now, and
Yep.
I
Indeed.
wouldn't basically. Well, what we definitely need, we need to make sure that the cannons are manned, and we also need to be sure to keep control of the ship, because we can't stop unless we drop anchor in the middle of this fight, which we don't want to. You never want to drop anchor in the middle of the fight, let me tell you. We need to keep moving, fire those cannons. Question is just what direction are we moving in?
What direction is the wind blowing?
The wind is very fortunate for us, and we currently have it fully in our sails towards the northeast. We should probably hit the foglands within a couple of hours at the latest, if we keep going.
We can continue journeying towards that direction, and if shit hits the whatever...
Problem is just if they are behind us, they won't have them in our cannon sights.
We do have some rear cannons as far as Leon was able to see.
But we can't shoot backwards.
No, we have to turn.
There are swivel guns.
There's swivel guns.
We have to turn.
Oh no, the helm broke. Can't turn anymore. I think they got us.
Don't you dare.
No, you don't.
Oh, I think they got us. We're hit pretty bad.
So yeah, we continue journeying, let them get closer, and then perform the Branwolf.
Perform the Branwolf.
I like that. Perform the Branwolf. Prepare men to perform the Branwolf.
Yeah, Lasky, inform everyone, the whole crew, and all of that.
All right.
And
You see him get up and prepare all of them and barking some orders around, and you also return back up. You see that the ship itself is now 600 or so feet out and is heading straight towards you. But you're currently not turned yet.
What about your shield, Alton?
What about my shield?
Yeah. Fireball?
I'm sure it can do more than a common fireball, but I cannot convince a god to help us on this. You want me to try?
Well, why not? I mean, it's your parents, not mine.
Sure. Let me try to communicate with the shield then.
Okay. What are you saying?
Oh dear hidden Lord Almighty. In this time of need, would you be able to help us, to aid us in this aquatic warfare?
Make a persuasion roll.
Oh, gladly. I hate that it's persuasion, but can go well.
I mean, you could just throw a fireball at the ship, right? But we want the ship.
Yeah. First of all, we want the ship. Second of all, it needs to be close. That's a 3.
3. You cry out your plea mentally, and you hear in the back of your mind just a little chuckle. And that's it.
Yeah. It was half-assed anyway, so fuck it. I wasn't expecting more than that. We're on our own. That's it. It's our problem. You have to deal with it. But Freon, your Eldritch Blasts, don't they have like a super crazy range?
Yeah, close to the cannons.
And how accurate are they? I mean, we'll figure out, but...
Yeah? Why?
By the way, for you as a reminder, since you are a crew fewer than 20, you can only take 2 actions on your turn for the ship.
Okay.
Could I do magic?
But we have 17 crew members plus the 4 of us. So it's 21.
If the ship has... Oh yeah, true. Well,
crew,
but that's
crew
particularly crew, yeah.
Okay.
That's why we have the crew counter as well. Because you can still do, as long as you're not helming any of the other actions,
you can basically still do your turn.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Leon, if you could aim for important-looking people, captain, whoever's navigating, all of that stuff. Whoever's manning the crow's nest, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we just have to wait for them to approach.
All right. Then at this point, I would ask you to roll for initiative.
I guess everyone, right?
Yeah, you roll, and then we will do a roll for both ships to see which crew goes first.
Interesting. So everyone rolls.
Yeah. First, everyone rolls. So. All right, so yeah, let me note down the turns here. So do we have 25 to 20, anybody? No? 15 to 20.
16.
18.
Blackwater and then Branwolf. All right. 10 to 15? Nope. 5 to 10. 10 for Tiala. That leaves Frion.
6.
6. All right. And now roll for the indecision using its dexterity modifier.
Oh, it's worse than mine. Does anyone want to take care of that?
Well, you're the captain.
You know how I roll, right?
Yeah, you're still the captain.
Well,
All right.
I had a better roll than I had with mine thing, but
Well, you didn't roll for the ship. You
but I
didn't say
didn't roll
you're
for the
gonna
ship.
roll.
I can't say it.
The
That's
captain
it, so.
usually rolls.
Let's
Yeah,
start with my roll.
Okay.
And if this goes wrong, just awry, in the next battle, someone else takes over. Fuck
If
that.
there is a next battle.
Oh, it's not bad. Although the fucking -2 on dexterity kind of screws it up. It's a 14.
Good roll. But still lower than the Scarlet Brotherhood ship. So, they will. They have 3 actions. To move with its sails. So we will see movement sails. 45 are sailing into the wind. Yeah, so let's say they will go for hello, come on. Straight 50 closer to you. And yeah, they don't have any other actions currently. So they will use their full 3 actions on movements. So they are getting closer towards you. Now it's your turn. Now you can do basically in the order that you rolled. You can decide if you want to take your own move, like your own action, or use one of the ship's movements with the help of the crew that's currently manning everything and taking control of that, ordering stuff around.
Okay.
So first up we have Blackwater.
I
And remember, you can also, if you have one of the special roles, use any of these combat roles as well.
see what I have.
I know this is all a little bit different.
Yeah.
This is naval warfare.
Select one.
Or just when it's your turn, you know,
Interesting.
do
So,
what you usually do.
one of the okay. So one of the combat actions I have as a captain is fire at will, and apparently I can shoot one of the ship's weapons that is within 10 feet of me. So
I would assume so, that you're
okay.
currently wherever you want to
All right.
stay.
No,
or
but
in like a, because it's easy within 10 feet to get into a, you know,
Yeah,
position.
that's true.
Unless you're maybe like controlling the helm or whatever.
Do they have frontal cannons?
Make a perception check.
Does this count as an action? Or bonus
I wouldn't
action?
say so. It's because you can like just ask any of the deckmen who have been looking at the thing for quite some time.
It's a 9.
9.
No frontal cannon, sir.
Aye, perfect.
At least as far as I can see.
Everyone agrees with me. I would say that we just carry on northwards.
So what you can do is if you decide to like control the helm,
Uh-huh.
you can
okay.
move like do one sail movement and turn like up to 90 degrees. That's basically what the helm action does. Otherwise, you can like use the
other ones.
movement of the sails, and you can like stack that 3 times if that's all of the actions of the ship. But yeah, you can use up to 2 actions because you only have less than 20 crew.
But you can
only mans
stack
many
the movement sails.
That's what they did. They have like a full crew of over 20 men.
Okay.
And their ship also has 3 actions, and they use the movement sails 3 times on their turn.
Yeah, but movement sails itself?
That's straight ahead.
Oh, okay.
Just like straight into the wind.
Gotcha. I will.
And what the helm
It's just
action
the
does is
direction,
basically turn the direction, and it also says move up to the speed of 1 of the ship's sails.
Nice.
So you can like move and turn, and then
In that
yeah,
case,
that's basically one
I'll
thing.
just use the movement sails action to go northwards for a bit.
Okay, you go up 1. Because around on this your map, it's basically 50 feet.
Okay.
And yeah, the water's around 45, depending on how you're sailing, with the wind and stuff.
Is it possible to prepare actions?
Yeah, you can. Put you guys further down here.
Okay, in that case, I would like to prepare an action of mine, or an action of the ship, I guess. Weapon.
But you already did like the movement action now as 1 action
As
on
one.
your turn.
So I have another.
Yeah.
That's possible. It's not a bonus action. It's a normal action, I guess.
Yes, but that's basically so you rolled initiative.
Yes.
The ship itself you can use 3 times. On your turn, you used it once. You used 1 action. So now it would go on to the next one, which would be Branwolf. He can decide if he wants to do like a normal turn of his,
All
or
right.
if he also wants to do one of the ship's actions.
So it's kind of shared in a way. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Well,
you can
in that
all share the
case,
ship, and it can be used up to 3 times on your whole initiative turn, all of you.
I'm not
Before
gonna,
it's the other crew's turn again.
I'm not gonna further mess with the ship. I will actually just leave it as that. At that.
All right.
and-
So
yeah.
Branwolf, it's going to be your turn next.
Looking over to the captain, should we turn the ship towards them more, or should we stay the way we are? Because they're probably gonna
They're not.
come closer.
Yeah, they're not within 200 feet yet. I would just
Not-
do it as soon as they're in range. If
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Then
I mean, if you want to do it like in the way you're sailing,
yeah.
you can basically put it down this way.
Oh,
This is basically, since you're heading
Yeah.
yeah.
northeast, you're
Yeah.
kind of turning in.
Yeah, then I think we can stay the way we are.
Yeah, this is basically
And,
the direction you're going.
There's nothing really else that we can do. I can also use fire at will, but we're not in firing distance yet. We're not in firing distance, and
Well, I mean, you can, but it's going to be a disadvantage.
no.
Anything beyond
Thing
200
is,
feet.
yeah, the thing
No.
is, we don't want to damage the ship too much. if
No, we
use
want to
it.
get them closer.
And, yeah.
But instead of using the ship, I would like to use my action and make sure that I guess how many should I take with me? Should I take 3 fighters with me? What do you think, Blackwater?
How about you,
I can
Gulchuk?
come.
I
Tiala.
was gonna
and-
say Guzchuk, Tiala.
Just a
Do we have
reminder,
thing-
Branwolf, what is your swimming speed?
Oh,
Oh,
That's a thing.
And remember that these
is that
are
the same?
2 ships in full sail.
Yeah.
If you jump in, they will just sail ahead and you will be out in the open
Do
water.
we have
I think that's
harpoons
what
or
he's
something?
saying.
Harpoons on the ship?
You have
No,
a
but I just
ballista you can use.
I would like to swim towards it. I mean, I'm figuring the way that they're coming. So I was just wondering, but for now, it's probably too early.
If you can like line it up with their thing, and if your movement swimming speed,
I'm not going to
is
jump in
fast-
now, but I want to make sure that Kundzinsh, Martlock,
Yeah.
and Tiala,
Yes.
that the 3 of them are ready. That I more or less like to brief them as soon as we can, and tell them what we would like to do. That I'd like to use our breathing, our water breathing, get as close as we can.
Yeah. So Bramble, for you,
And then
since
attack from
normally your
behind.
movement is 30 feet. So water is
40.
basic.
Yeah.
Water is basically difficult terrain, so that will be at 15 feet per round, is what you can
Yeah.
swim.
Yeah.
One of these
And-
tiles is 50 feet.
Yeah.
So it'll take you alone probably 4 rounds to swim.
And if I drop my armor and everything, because I have
If you're
40
wearing heavy armor, then you
No.
ain't going in the water because you're
No, I'm
sinking.
not. No, that's what I'm saying. Because I have 40 feet, but with armor I have 30.
Yeah, but
So-
yeah, still, it's just the bonus you get is just for like your normal, like walking, running speed or whatever.
So
But this
okay.
the swimming speed is unaffected by that.
So it doesn't matter if they have
No.
40 or 30. Okay.
You can move up to 15 feet swimming,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
on this large map, it's gonna take you 4
Yeah.
times your turn to swim 1 tile.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
they are
well,
going
okay.
faster than that.
Okay, then I'm just gonna, I guess, hold the action or just be ready to be able to drop in the water as soon as what I'm gonna do as soon as the melee starts. As soon as we have smoke and guns and everything ablazing, that's when, because then they'll be close enough. I'm not gonna swim 200 feet.
You want to
That's
be
stupid.
able to jump ship onto them. board them,
ship on
basically.
the board
Yeah.
so that they either
It's still gonna
board
be
the
a
ship.
while, yeah, but
Yeah, either I'm going to board directly.
you have, of course, the
by swinging
possibility
over.
to, like, either if they ram you or you
Yeah.
ram them, that'll be close enough, or to maneuver to get really that close.
Yeah.
That's up to you guys. But you
Yeah.
can never know how the other ship is going to react. They might turn away. They might.
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't
have to wait.
You can
Okay,
always
so that
ask Flisky for his expertise because he's been in a few battles.
Yeah.
Maybe he knows.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you're doing, Bramble. So you're
okay,
just holding your
I'm just
action, or are you going to
I-
use one of the ship's actions? Or
There's nothing we can do really.
is there anything on your bosun actions you can use?
No, I have the same. I have the same bosun action as
Have in
the
combat, you
hell?
have the full speed ahead, fire at will.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I have the. Yeah, full speed ahead.
With the fire at will, you can basically.
I can make the ship faster, I guess, with the full speed ahead.
Well, what you can also do if you use the fire at will action, they are basically in disadvantage range, but you
Yeah.
can give advantage by using that action
On the
fire
next
at will.
attack roll,
And it'll cancel
that's
that
what
out.
I'll do. That's what I'll
If you
do.
want to try and hit
Yeah.
them, you know,
Yeah, that's what I'll
it's
do.
gonna be a
I'll-
straight roll.
Yeah, it gains
They are
advantage on the
definitely
next attack.
in an angle where the cannons can try
Okay.
it.
Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll use the fire at will for the advantage on the next attack roll. Okay?
All right.
Beautiful.
And that'll be it.
Are you?
That'll be
But are
it.
you going to do that now? Is your action, or what was your
Yes.
action? Because you didn't do an action,
I didn't do anything. That's the
No.
only thing I can do. I can.
so you're going to
I'm-
use fire at will.
fire at will for the the advantage on the next attack roll for the next.
Okay, so whoever is going to do the fire cannons thing gets advantage then,
Yes. Yes.
as you basically
what I do.
help them along
Yeah.
directly.
That's what I'm doing.
All right, so
and
that brings us
everything else,
to
yeah.
Tiala.
And yeah.
Are we
Check.
sure we don't want to sink the ship? That's all I can do. Damage.
All you can do is damage.
I'm
That's
useless.
fine. Think it.
But yeah,
Oh.
Bramble, keep in mind, next attack roll on the cannons will have advantage.
No.
We're losing time right now. We have to catch
Could
up with
also
that.
create a whirlpool and like make them probably not chasing us anymore. But yeah,
They're gonna come back. They're faster than us anyway.
Yeah, but if you make a whirlpool, that'll keep them. Then they can't get closer, I guess.
I thought you wanted to
far?
expand the fleet.
Yeah, we're not going to destroy it if we get the whirlpool. That'll
Well,
just turn.
it'll take more time because we need to get around to them, and it'll just
Yeah.
be Pirates of the Caribbean 3 all over again.
Talking about that, I still want I wanted to wear my Captain Jack hat. I remember, Kenny, that still was someone else that we know. I want my hat back.
So what you
Yeah.
doing, Tiala?
I'm just gonna ready a flame in my hand to, I don't know, hurl it at them. As
What's
soon
the
as
range
they
on
are
that?
in
The
range.
entire
Yeah,
thing just blows
What's
up.
the range at that?
I don't know. It's just a ranged
To produce flame
melee
thingy?
attack. Yeah.
I mean, they have to be really close for you.
Yeah, I know, but that's all I can do.
Well, you have like all of the ship's action still, except one. One's gone.
And you
And
have
there's
a bow.
there's like basically a free normal cannon fire with Brandwolf doing that as well.
Don't know shit about cannons.
What about the ice bow that you have? Ooh,
The
which
what
reminds me.
Oh no.
Yeah, Freon, you're up next, by the way.
Oh,
Ah,
All right,
you mean my
Tiana.
bow? What? Oh yeah, I could do that. Maybe.
Or your thunder boom.
Do we really want this ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the question.
Why do the
I'm
magic
asking.
users keep asking that?
Or the thunder boom, which could probably blow them out of the bits.
No, it's not here.
I'm ready to get them, Captain. You just say the word, and Flesky's fleet will be here in no
I
time.
tried to convince the
Let's
magic
please
users not to blow the fucking ship up.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is. Freon is right. I'm not gonna do the flame thing. I'm gonna fire 6 arrows in the air behind us so that they are in like a line with the ship, and the ship is probably going
What's
to
the
pass
range?
them.
What's the range on your bow?
I don't know. Normal bow, short bow.
Was it a short bow?
Yeah,
I mean, what does the spell thingy say?
nothing.
What does the like action thing you just read with your fire thingy
As
say?
an action, you can choose a point you can see within the normal range of this weapon.
There you go.
Nothing
So,
about the range.
within the normal range of the weapon, that's 80 feet.
Yeah, then I'm going to fire it at 80 feet in our direction and stuff, you know.
So you
And it's a
can
15-foot radius, and they
put it
levitate in
here,
the air
here,
for
here,
1 minute. Huh.
here, or here. Where do you want to put it?
Well, somewhere where I think that the ship is gonna pass. So I'm going to pull out all the maps I got in school, in little Elven school, and I'm calculating the speed we go, the speed they go, and where we probably are going to meet
All
or
right.
something.
Where do you want to put it? It can be anywhere.
I don't know. I can't
the
do
50
math right
feet.
now.
Anywhere in the 50 feet area from you. You just point to it.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna hold this action until I think I'm actually in a more useful space.
All right. Holding your action. Freon, you're
Is
up.
Tara back?
Tara should be back. Yeah.
Cool.
She confirms what you've seen. Red sails.
Good job.
Definitely Scarlet Brotherhood.
Now
is
listen
what you're
here,
getting.
little
At least a
30.
crew of 30.
Jesus, fuck.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pull out the little bottle,
Oh.
give it to her, and tell her to fly over to the ship, and if she's on top of the ship, just drop the bottle on board.
Make it go boom. What bottle?
What was the thing? The spell, is it find familiar, right? That's the
Yes.
thing. Okay.
Yes.
Yo, Leon, should we just continue sailing as normal as if they don't exist anymore, or?
I don't know. I don't know if it works.
Lesky, don't keep your hopes
But
up.
it's like there's fucking 30 people on that ship.
What about
I
it?
mean,
What about it?
What does the bottle do? Does it poison everything which is alive and keeps the ship?
nah, that would be good.
Blows up ships.
But,
Yeah.
Probably.
What was the stat block we used for Tada?
The owl.
Owl, okay.
Yeah. What do you need? I have it here.
I just wanted to see what the general like intelligence is.
You smart.
28.
Holy.
But yeah, I would
it's
allow
a
her
familiar.
to do that, yeah, to do it as a familiar. She's not like a normal animal. She can do that.
Yeah.
All right. So you see her fly off into the direction, and again, after 100 feet, you lose the connection to her. And I'm just gonna use a little give me an owl thingy here. This little imp thingy. That's gonna be our little Tada. What's the speed of her? Blackwater, do you have like the meter thing? Is it intentionally displayed or?
Yes, I'm waiting for.
60.
Okay.
That's my trigger. I could
50?
move it.
60.
60. Okay, so we'll just place her here for now. She's on her way.
Cool.
Anything else? Because basically she has her own turn.
Oh,
She acts on your turn.
it's
So
not
you
an
still
action
have-
to give her
No,
the
Nah,
bottle.
I would say
and
that's fine
order
to
her.
do it as a bonus action. Because this is like all on a normal combat. I would say yes, but with the rule of cool, and this is a much larger scale, you're fine to still do like a normal action.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So many possibilities.
Yeah, could I have done then I would have done something else beforehand, maybe. No, anyways, what's with the shooting? Do we need to shoot this turn? Otherwise, we're gonna lose Branwolf's boson.
Well, if Bramwell
action?
chooses to do something else next turn, then yeah, then you lose the disadvantage. The advantage, sorry. That
Okay, then
cancels
not-
out the disadvantage.
Yeah, bloody. Then I'll move the ship.
You can shoot a cannon in the current like angle. That is.
I don't
going
want to shoot a cannon.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Why would I?
I mean,
yeah,
because you
I'm
still-
shooting the cannon.
Because
fuck it,
as long
yes.
as Bramwell
I'm
is
shooting
still-
the cannon.
Go on.
All right, go ahead. You see little
that.
Fritz already ready to light the thing.
Was that
Um,
now with
yeah.
my advantage thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's just a normal roll you do, since the range like at disadvantage starts after 200 feet.
Yes, and I get
We-
my check of all trades.
And we
is
just
good.
shoot
You get the
one
what?
cannon?
Check of all trades,
Check of all trades. Gotcha.
I think. To any
The
ability check,
weapon
yeah.
cannon, it's several cannons, you know, but it's
Broadside.
yeah,
Okay.
but it's one roll for everything.
I don't care.
Do I get the +6 or whatever is on there as well?
Yeah, it's a ranged weapon. You roll, you add +5.
+5, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
20.
Oh, and are you aiming for anything special?
One of the masts.
So yeah, okay, one of the sails.
Or
gotcha.
the sails, yeah. Not
Okay.
the mast.
What the fuck?
What do you have?
23, 24.
24. All right. So you see these 3 shots going for a while. Bramwolf is like ordering them in a certain direction. Freon giving the signal. You see one of them. They all kind of arc in this huge. This is far too far away to even make this hit realistically. One of them, a couple, just 10 or 20 feet off the bow of the ship into the water. But the other 2, the first one rips a hole in one of the largest front sails, while the other one just cracks open parts of the wood, and some splintering is happening far away. You definitely hit it, so go ahead and roll damage. Roll those 5d10
Oh, God.
bludgeoning damage.
That's gonna take a while.
Good time.
Yeah, I need to find the D10 first. This one, and no, that's a D8. This one.
Does Branwolf's advantage only work for one attack?
For this one action of firing cannons, yeah.
Okay.
That's what he used his thingy for.
Yeah. But I can do
32.
that next time again.
32! Alright. So,
I'll let you fire next time, Branwolf.
Oh yeah.
we have the
Have some fun.
sails at 32 damage. You see definitely that one of the sails is kind of dangling down, and they seem ever so slightly to become a bit slower.
Good enough.
That ends your turn. You hear the first few cheers coming off after this impossible shot.
Well done, Fritz.
You're like, hey, fuck the Brotherhood.
Yeah, that ends my turn.
All right. That brings us to them. They are taking one movement action for the sails, a second one with the helm, and they will also be turning slightly.
Yes, of course.
Hang on again, why can't I do this? No, I can't. There we go. And Yuna also see that there's some commotion going on, but suddenly a bunch of cannons being fired in your direction. So we're going to roll a disadvantage for this one. And that's going to be a 20 to hit.
AC. Wait, why are there multiple ACs?
It depends on what they're aiming for.
Right, what are they aiming for?
They're aiming for the hull. That is where the
It-
cannonballs are
it's-
currently
Yeah, that
firing
hits.
towards.
Yeah.
So 5d10. Of course, I put all my d10s away. So that is going to be 29 bludgeoning damage as these three cannonballs flare up, and you feel it now. It's a weird feeling as suddenly beneath the hull on your left side, boom, 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 you hear shouts from below deck, you hear the splintering of wood, and you feel this impact just rocking the ship a bit to the right side. Is somebody noting down hit points?
Yep.
Captain, oh Captain. And you also
29,
see
was it?
29, yeah.
Yep.
You see this damage threshold there is? That means that's the amount of damage you need to do as a minimum to do damage at all. So basically, just swiping at it with the sword might not do. It's like on the top hit where it says
Damn.
hit points.
Yep.
So those are basically, you always need to, in your case,
At least 15. And
at least 15 if the others are attacking, yeah. For the other ship, it's 18, by the way,
Yes.
because it's slightly larger. Good, that ends their turn and brings us back to yours with Blackwater at the helm.
Perfect. Similar to. Wait. Sorry. The captain combat action fire at will. It's not one of the ship's action, right?
No, it's your own that you
Okay.
can use to support another action, basically, in this
Okay.
case. To
As
support this cannon.
yeah, as Branwolf did, I would like to copy him by using fire at will to remove the disadvantage for the next shot.
All right.
And on top of that, I would like to move us Well, I would like to use the movement action, one of the sails action. And
Okay.
I'm assuming we would sail 60 feet because we're sailing with the wind, right?
Yeah, I would put you like all the way over here
Okay.
if you use the sails. If you just keep going to northeast, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it. Those are the... Yeah. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Good. Then that brings us to Branwolf. You currently have a free, well, not a free, but you have a cannon action again with normal rolling.
Yeah. I think we'll do that at the same time. What is the if I use it to use the ship, I can only I'm trying to see, where did I put the ships? Here it is. I can either shoot the cannons or the ballistas. I can't do both, right?
You can't do both, no. So I think, yeah, it's going to be easier if we play it that way, that
Yeah.
you can do your normal turn,
Yeah.
but on your turn you can also choose to do like a ship action, and you have
Yeah.
up to 3 of those in all of your turn, basically, but you can split them
Okay.
apart however you like.
Yeah.
Or 2.
Sorry, 2, yes. So you still have 1 left because Blackwater used 1 movement of the sails.
Oh, okay.
I
So
apologize.
and you will
But-
get those ship uses back once it hits Blackwater again next round.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to have more people on the
Yeah.
crew, at least
Um,
20 to get all of the actions. Bigger ships, of course, have more actions
Yeah.
because they have more crews and stuff.
Can I use my bosun friar at will? Not on this, but on the next one already, more or less, like
Yeah, you can do that.
using the captains now, and
Yeah,
then
you
the
can do that.
bosuns the next
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
But then I can't fire if I do that. I can only use fire at will.
No,
Or
because
can-
basically that's what Blackwater also did. You can use the ship's action to fire,
Okay,
and then you can use your action
that's
for the
what I
next
would
one
like
as
to
well,
do.
to do
That's
the
what I would
bosun
like to
thing.
do. I would like to use
So
that.
you
for-
always have these 2 actions from the ship, where
Yeah.
you can like split them up or set them up,
Yeah.
use them strategically however you
Okay.
like, because you're using the crew's aid for this.
Yeah.
Can I-
Okay, then I would like
Can
to.
I shortly interject?
Yes.
If I may give some information to Branwolf, or is it on my
Yes.
turn? DM.
Yeah, you can bark orders
Yeah,
around.
bark.
I
order,
just
sure.
want to say that it is possible to aim at their weapons.
Very good.
They have
Yeah.
AC,
Yeah.
HP.
Aim at
everything.
the weapons!
Okay. I will aim at the weapons.
What weapon in particular? Cannons or ballista?
Cannons, because they explode and
Alright.
make more damage.
Make more shebang.
Make more shebang.
Shebang.
Then again, we don't want to damage, but at the moment, we just have. I don't care.
We're
about
mitigating
damage.
any further damage.
Yeah,
to
we're-
us.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at your stats, the control has 50 hit points. The
Yep.
sails, they have 100 hit points.
Yeah.
Ballista as well,
All in
and
here.
cannons as well. So all of that stuff, I think, what was it? You have 50, 100, 200. Yeah, that makes up the complete hit
Yeah.
points of the ship.
600 in
Or-
total.
Yeah. Or should we take out the control that we aim for?
And that's like the thing, because you have
Yeah.
the sails, for example, they have a lower armor class in your
Yep.
Yeah.
case, because they're kind of easier to hit. They're
Yep.
large and stuff. You
Okay.
can slow them down. The helm itself, very hard to hit.
Yep.
Armor
Yeah.
class of 18. Or you just go for the main thing, the hull, that mostly has like
Okay,
the most
yeah.
average armor class.
Okay.
And larger.
So I
HP.
bark back. Sails or cannons?
Whatever you hit.
I have
What
to-
are you
yeah.
aiming for, Branwell?
Yeah, I have to aim for it. Captain, quick.
Oh, is it my decision? Well, go for sails.
Sails, it is.
Sails. They already
And
took
that
damage on the sails.
is- Ooh, do I add anything to my roll? Probably not.
5.
Well, I add 5 to the roll.
It's a cannon, right?
It's a cannon, yeah, plus
Yeah,
5.
cannon.
Yeah, plus
So I
5.
add But it is the 20, the 20, and then the.
D20 plus 5.
Okay, good. So
You need to
that's-
hit 12 to hit the sails.
Oh, I have an 18.
There you go. You definitely hit them.
Okay. Plus
So
5.
yeah.
Yes. Plus
Go
5.
ahead and roll damage.
That's
5d10.
23.
5d10.
5d10. Where's the d10s at?
DM,
Watch the barbarian
what,
do math.
What does this mean? Like on the
What's-
damage it says
What's the
hit
barbarian find the
27
d10s first?
and in parentheses 5d10.
That's just like an average. If you want to be quick
okay.
about it, not
Okay.
roll, just take 27. Done.
But we're rolling, I guess.
That's like an every
20.
monster stat block as well and stuff.
How many d10s?
5.
34. Ooh, 34. And 34 and 5 is
275.
yeah,
37.
34 plus 39.
39. Okay. So you the guns flare out. Now all of them crack. You hear this crackling noise from over the waves. The wind kind of carries it towards you, and you also think you can hear some shouting going on as you see splinters and the large mass kind of just
Right.
crunching onto the side of the ship. Just the whole ropes and everything is the rest keeping it in place. It still has the other two masts, but it's looking definitely slowed down
Yeah, we're gonna.
by
We
this.
now sink it.
No, we're gonna. No, we can repair masts. Masts can be repaired.
It
That's no
takes
problem.
way too much time.
We want to keep the ship.
So, and Branwolf, you're also using your
And
Bozeman
yeah,
action. then.
that's my
Gotcha.
Bozeman
All
or
right.
the next one. So
That brings us
that's-
to Tiala.
Yes.
Yeah, I decided as we are still too far away, I'm gonna hold my action and I'm gonna snipe them down. So I'm gonna do it at disadvantage with my bow, just a normal shot as soon
Just a
as
normal shot,
somebody is in range. I don't care. Just
Oh,
the
you
first
mean with
person.
the short bow has a disadvantage range up to 320 feet.
Yep. It's not
So-
320 yet. I think it's like
Okay, so you're gonna
350.
hold your action. Yeah, if they get in one closer, it's gonna trigger that shot at
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Preferably shooting at somebody on cannons or
and
something, but I take what I get.
You're aiming for the crew, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're not doing. Yeah, because the ship doesn't have any actions left for you this round. So Freon,
Yeah. I stand there and watch.
we have little
Well, I
Tara
can't do anything.
that keeps flying, and you still have your action.
Yeah, I hold my action in case they get into range of an Eldritch Blast.
What's the range there?
120.
The normal range. Disadvantage range?
I
Is
don't
there
know.
anything
It
on
just
that?
says range.
Okay, then you don't have this. Yeah, I
I
think
don't
that's
think
actually
you have
only for
one.
bows. I think.
I
Because
could extend
bows you
it to
can-
300 with a feat, not a feat. One of those thingamajigs you can choose.
Yeah, feats.
No, it's not a feat. It's for
it's
the
a
warlock
sub thingy. Ah, gotcha.
thing.
All right.
But yeah,
Good.
I'll just hold it until it's in range and then fire at one of the persons.
Then we are back on their end. They'll be using 2 to move again, only moving 1 since they are so slow. Hello. There we go. And they will also do another shot at you guys.
But this means I can shoot now, right?
Yes, you can shoot now. So go
But
ahead.
it's disadvantage. Shit.
At disadvantage, yep.
Yeah, that's a 1 and a 2.
All right, you fire. Freon, you see this. An
Whoopsie.
inch. She misses Tara by an inch
I'll growl at her.
as the
Sorry.
arrow just
I slipped.
as the arrow soars on and sinks into the waves. All right, they will go for that is going to be a plus, where are we? Here we are. That is going to be a 14 to hit, and they will also be aiming for the sails this time. So that is going to hit.
Shit.
So we have. It's going to be a 23
Fuck.
damage.
But
to-
still not enough to slow us down.
No, just one of the corners gets like a big hole in it in the canvas, but not enough to slow you down.
Repair
ends-
those sails, man. Get back up there. Repair those sails.
Well,
Send
you
my
can
repair crew.
actually, as a bowsman, do that.
That's true. I can repair.
As a bowsman, you have the where was it? Bosun.
Yeah.
You can. Oh, okay, that's outside of combat. Yeah, repairs are gonna take some time afterwards, after the battle.
Yeah.
All right, so that Blackwater, and you have the ship's actions back, and one is still being fired at will by Brandwolf, so you still have one shot.
Is it possible to accumulate fire at wills on different cannons? Does that make sense?
No, because it's basically just a one action, for the cannons. You're firing all whichever can at the same time.
What about like doing a fire at will for? Wait, does it only work for cannons or ballistas? Well,
for ballistas as well, I think.
Because it's a separate action, so
yeah,
I would love to do that. I want
it says one of the what is it? One of the actions is fire at will. One of the weapons, it says, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I want to pre-prepare the ballistas with fire at will.
Mm-hmm.
And
as your action, are you going to use
as my action? Exactly. I'm not going to use
ship action?
A ship action for now.
All right.
Wait, how far are we from them? About 300.
300 feet right now. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the range of the fireball? Not enough. That'll be it for now.
All right. Branwolf.
We're gonna have to get closer, folks. No matter what, we have.
You have
to get
two
closer.
weapons that can be used normally.
Yeah.
Or
Well, we've been hitting pretty good.
Hang on, the ballista. Yeah, no, the ballista is also still inside because it has different ranges, but still same applies.
Is it in range or not?
No.
No.
The ballista has lower range, but you could still, with a normal, since it's prepared by Blackwater, also. Both weapons can be used normally currently.
Yeah.
So what's Brown Wolf doing?
Well, I guess we might as well keep firing because there's not much else I can do. I can't get over there yet. I'm trying to figure if we should try to turn and get closer, but there's no way that we can get closer at the moment. I don't know enough about sailing. I don't know if to turn around, how much if we can turn
up to 90 degrees.
Up to
one movement of the sail.
Well,
if you use the helm.
Yeah, but that would only be turning, and then moving would be
moving. You would move it in the same move, basically. In the same action, you move.
Move one speed of the sails and turn up to 90 degrees.
Which should we do that?
Feel free to, yeah.
Should we get around closer that way?
You can like
turn
move
too much.
north, for example, and then turn.
And turn.
Yeah.
Turn us. Yes. Nice.
Like 10 degrees less, maybe?
Yes.
I don't know how precise you can be.
It's nice.
Perfect. I can move you around.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. That even better. So.
Yeah, that looks good enough.
Can we still shoot?
Well, not you, because you've used the ship
on
your action already.
Okay, but someone's gonna get shoot afterwards. Look, isn't that nice? Isn't that beautiful?
All right, yeah.
And I can, I still have my bosun thingamajig to do?
Well, if you choose like to use it again to keep fire at will, because that's
Yeah.
what you did before, but it wasn't
Yeah.
used.
Yeah.
All right.
But I don't know. But we can't. We can't build these up like now we have 2 bonuses.
No.
No. Then we're good.
You can't stack
Okay.
advantage.
No, I
No,
cannot.
no bosun action or anything. Repair
Well, the
sails.
bosun.
You
I
can
can't
only
repair
repair
sails.
outside of combat.
Oh, sorry.
I can fire at will. What I could have done as bosun, I could have moved the ship faster. Movement. I could have done.
We'll keep
Too
that
late
in mind for
now.
next time. Right now, we don't need
'cause-
to.
Yeah,
flee
no, I
or
don't need
anything.
now. But we can. The bosun can make it faster.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're good. Okay, next.
Tiala.
I'm gonna shoot again
With the cannon or the ballista? Oh no, with your bow?
with my bow
Gotcha.
because I figured Freon has nothing to do, so he can shoot a cannon.
You still have one ship.
Are you kidding me? It's a 2 again. Fucking
again.
disadvantage. Wait, it's not 2. It's 2 plus.
It's hard to pinpoint
plus
with like the
27.
wind working against you. You kind of like it flies down and sinks into
As
the
long as it
waves
doesn't
again.
come back and hit us, it's fine.
Yeah,
Actually, a 9.
a
So
9.
fucking what?
Still doesn't.
But
hit them.
yeah. Dang it.
All right,
Fucking
Freon.
useless.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Tiala one of my bardic inspiration
Yay.
as my bonus action and shoot the cannons again at their weapons.
At their weapons, gotcha.
Yes. Well, that's not gonna hit.
Nope. So
Or hang on. Yeah, plus
all
5.
fire away, but they all lost to the sea without hitting them on your turn.
What did Tara's bottle do, by the way? Has she?
She's
already
still
dropped it?
flying.
He's still on the way.
flying. We
Yeah.
need to-
That little thing here.
we
Oh
need
yeah, and
to-
she moves now
We
again.
need to
Yes.
win this fight before Tara arrives, or else it'll just be.
You're
it.
working against your own time.
I don't think it's not gonna be that.
I can't
Ah.
remember.
Well, it's gonna
what
be
that
bad.
file-
Coming from you, it's gonna be bad.
It was a special Christmas present.
Oh god, no. Oh, is it from the halflings? Or is it before? them?
No.
Okay.
No, it's from a time before you?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. We did a Christmas one shot.
Oh,
Was it last year?
Oh,
Yeah, it was the
Well,
wasn't it the year
wasn't
before?
a one shot, but it was like a kind of side quest in
Santa Claus.
Christmassy thief
Oh, Lord,
themed.
what the hell did he have? I can't remember.
Yeah,
You
same.
fought back an ancient fey creature.
wait,
well, you
the
didn't
one
fight
at the halflings.
that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Oh
there.
no, you was
Yeah,
there.
he was
Yeah.
there.
True.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
true.
I don't remember.
We
the
had the
potion.
only thing with
Yeah.
Kadera was missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, you'll find out.
I hope not.
Well,
Guys, hurry. Let's go. Come on. Before she arrives.
Okay.
I'm done.
You're done. All right.
Yeah, one bardic inspiration for Tiala, one missed cannon shot.
Yeah, they
That's
are
all I
going
can
to... They're going to get closer
Yeah, come closer so I can hit you.
with 2 of their actions and do another shoot towards you. This time they'll be trying to aim for the sails again. Ooh, that's not gonna hit. Oh no, it is actually gonna hit. Yeah, that's a 20 to hit.
Fuck.
For the sails. 13. That's going to be 23 bludgeoning damage towards your sails.
23.
Yeah. As now also ahead of you, you hear this cracking as cannonballs shoot parts of the wood and rope away, and splinters fall down onto the deck. First few people shouting, screaming, kind of ducking away under bits and pieces falling down.
We are slower.
You are slower. So 40, 5 speed, yeah, per 25 damage taken.
exactly.
Gotcha.
-5.
Yeah. All right. Then that brings us to Blackwater.
Yes. This does not affect the amount of actions we have, right?
No, just the speed. Unless, like, if something goes down to 0 in terms of hit points, you of course can't use that anymore.
Question.
Like, if they shoot off your helm, for example, you can't turn.
Yeah. My combat action full speed ahead,
Yeah.
it does not use up a ship's action, right?
No,
No,
that's your
that's,
action that you use.
yeah. That's
Okay.
the one I also had.
Full speed ahead then.
Full
Roll a
speed ahead then.
D6 and
All
multiply
right,
the
roll a
result by
d6. So whenever you guys are going to, you're gonna have to use the movement action though at some point then, before the end of the turn. So you gain that speed. 'Cause
Oh,
currently
okay.
you're not moving.
This is accumulating momentum basically before actually moving ahead.
Well, if you still have your ship's movement, 2 of them, you know. So to use that full speed ahead, you of course also have to use like movement.
Yeah,
Like
but
sails or
this,
helm or
this
whatever.
can be left for later, right?
Yeah, until the end of this turn.
Does this count as an attack roll ability check of saving throw?
Yeah. Ability check.
Yeah, sweet. I rolled
I
a
would
1,
say.
but I have halfling luck, so I can reroll the
You can
shit,
reroll.
and I have to use.
Finally, he remembers it.
I know, right? Okay, I got a 6.
But you rolled a. Oh yeah, you rolled a.
D6.
Yeah. Well, okay. I
You
would
said-
say no, since it's not a d20.
Well,
you
we
know,
can go back to
sorry.
the 1 if you want.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go back to the 1
right, we'll
multiplied
go
by
back to
5. Hey, you got your speed back that the sails took from you with those 5 extra feet.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, the crew starting is trying to do their best to try and work with what they have left.
That's fine. It's fine.
But you still have your movements. Are you gonna use the movement then?
No,
No? No ship action?
I want to leave that for the rest of the crew as well. Is there any fire at will currently like ready?
Yeah, Branwolf
Yeah.
did his on the cannons.
Mine.
Can I? Ah, okay.
I used the cannons though, but
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The one
So
on the
then there's-
ballista is still
There's
active.
one on the ballistas left.
But who did that? That was Blackwater. So unless
Yeah.
he does it again, it's going to be gone.
Okay, I'm gonna do it on. Wait, the ballista is so none of them are left after my turn.
None of them right now, yeah.
In that case,
The
I will
cannons.
fire at will on the cannons.
All right.
Very good.
Good.
And
Branwolf.
I will fire at will with the cannons.
All right.
Using it.
So go
It's a
ahead and
must.
do your.
Because with the way we are, how many cannons do we have? I want the full load.
16.
Everything.
Getting the full load.
16.
8 on
You
each
go
side. so
ahead.
8.
Ah, perfect. Yeah, 8 on each
It's
side.
3, but yeah, sure.
Why 3? Just make 3. You keep saying 3, but it should be 8.
Just roll.
The picture
It's
showed
not gonna
more-
change anything.
Yes, it does. I
Well,
have
the
three
DM only
cannons.
has that many icons he can use, okay?
Well, I'm sorry, DM. Then make up. Then put little.
Okay, it's
elves or
16
something.
cannons you're currently shooting.
60
Roll
cannons,
the die,
perfect.
add
We're
plus
shooting
5.
all cannons in all
It's
directions.
a
at the
natural 20. Yes.
There you go.
I
So
think we're gonna sink this fucker.
what
I'm
what are
sorry.
you aiming for?
What the fuck should I have been aiming for?
What the hell
Yeah,
do you think?
you should usually
What's-
declare.
What have we
Yeah.
been aiming for?
We
What have you been aiming for?
We have been aiming for sales, but aren't they
All right.
There's nothing. Is there nothing left
They're
on the
not
sail?
done.
There's still sails left.
They're not
Well,
gone
not any longer
Yeah.
because I rolled a natural 20 and I aimed for the sails.
Then roll 10d10.
Oh, sails will fall and maim and kill, and burning things are going to fall down, and everybody's going to be dead. So that's a 7, 17, and 8. Oh shit, 20. Hush. 22.
There's grandma standing in front of you and you're shopping. So that's 5
37.
sin. 8 sin.
You know, just do it for me.
41, 47. Another 10. Nice. 57.
2
more.
hero and 45. There you go.
59. 59 plus 8 is 67 damage.
67.
Yes.
The cannons fire out, and the last few bits and pieces of mass, the other two mass, they crank into each other. These guys are currently
And of course, they're probably
disabled from moving.
and probably only about 2 people left because all the masts are falling down. People are dying. I hear death screams
You
over
hear
there.
death screams over
Yes.
there as well. But yeah, they are currently unable to move.
Yes. Branwolf the Buccaneer. Remember that name, you fucks. Yeah, and I guess,
All right.
yeah. And of course, I use my bowsman. What am I going to use my bowsman thing for? Yeah, I guess I'll put it back on the cannons.
All right.
Give that another. I'll fire at will.
Yeah, you
Okay.
still have one action left. Brings us to Tiala. So one ship action is left.
I'm trying to shoot with my bow again.
Should have fired fire at will the bow.
But it's just a normal shot, and you're just aiming for
Yeah,
picking
what?
off single Scarlet Brotherhood raiders.
Which are all dead.
And remember, you have the Bardic
The Bardic
Inspiration.
Inspiration die.
What does it do?
You can add it to your attack roll.
Yeah, that would only be a waste for the inspiration.
Okay.
I rolled like this one dice, the gray one, rolled nothing but a 2 today. And I don't know how often I rolled it, but it's always the 2.
So did you
Use
use your
it.
Bardic Inspiration or not?
No, because it
Alright.
won't bring me to something
So
useful.
the arrow again. Choof.
Tiala
into the
sits
waist.
down and takes a nap.
Tiala shooting her
Stupid.
third arrow, standing on that bow. Why am I hitting them? They're so far away. Bring them closer.
Yes, exactly. Wake me
Alright.
up when we're closer.
Are you using the last ship's action?
No.
Okay. Freon.
We have the movement from thingy left,
You,
right?
you don't have
Yeah,
to use
what-
it. Seriously, it's 5. Like, no one's
I
gonna give a shit.
I just.
But yeah, you still have that left.
Cannons are still ready too.
Oh yeah, the cannons are still ready.
Yes.
I mean, for next time, if you want to, we can like fine tune this grid out very, very much, and then we can actually do it by 5 feet increments.
Ooh.
If you
The
want
cannons
to.
are still ready and shooting at the
Yeah.
guns.
All right.
So
At the
natural-
guns.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've got a natural 20 as well.
Ooh. All right.
Boom.
What was it again, Bram? It was a 60 something. 64?
What did I have?
60-12.
I had
12?
I had 60-12. Yeah, 67 was my damage.
67, gotcha.
Yeah. So you only have 2 left.
Optimistic.
All right. Yeah, those cannons quite pack a punch. So yeah, 10d10.
Yeah.
Leon.
10d10. Oh, he does the quiet treatment, not like me.
Oh, shit.
If it's on the floor, it
Oh, the-
doesn't
the-
count.
Clumsy treatment.
Yeah.
What is up?
You battled through all of the battle music.
Yeah.
That is
that's
up.
it.
55.
55.
That's good.
Aiming for the cannons, you see stuff
Yeah.
splintering away on the side. and they packed quite a punch. We're currently... Yeah? Yep. All right. That, after that kind of broadside fire, with them getting closer, Tara is now over them, and you can just see...
Such a waste.
Oh God,
While
what's
they're
gonna
on it.
happen?
Remind us, Freon, what happens as Tara
Yes,
drops.
please.
It's too late to recall her or anything. She's
No.
doing
Yeah,
what
I
you
can't,
ordered to.
I can't reach her.
She is. You see the glistening of a small little vial,
Yeah,
almost
blue
in slow
little-
motion.
Yeah, tumbling down out of her
Tumbling
claws,
down.
and then it explodes open, and a blizzard of 120-foot sphere appears on the ship, dealing 1d6 cold damage to anyone and everything inside per round for a total of 10 minutes.
126. No,
You do
no,
realize
what,
we need
what
the
was
crew,
the radius?
right?
What was
Which
the
crew?
radius?
Their
Which
crew.
120.
Not really.
Well,
What for?
we're already sailing at a skeleton crew with
We-
our smallest ship.
I'm sorry.
How much? How much damage?
1d6 each round.
Each round for
Okay.
each crew member. So I'd say Flesky's gonna have to say goodbye. We're gonna sink this fucker.
Yeah, you see, Flesky is kind of getting a little bit uneasy now that he
Yeah,
sees
where's my
there's
ship?
this huge blizzard forming, almost enveloping all of the ship. I'm not sure if it says anything in the bottle, but with the blizzard, I will give them disadvantage on any like range.
Yeah,
attacks as
obscuring the
well.
view.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
obscured. And you hear shouting and screaming going on. All right.
Lesky crying.
Yeah.
Flesky's like,
Hey, is there a change in plans, or are we still trying to salvage that fine vessel over there?
I would love to talk to the rest of the crew.
Easy on the magic, if possible.
And the cannons.
Well, what's the name of the ship? A bunch of toothpicks?
so as this is going on, the ship in the middle of the blizzard, Tiala frustratingly looking out to the sea, and
Oh man.
Flesky getting panicked slowly. I would say we shall stop here for tonight and continue this
Okay.
battle next week to see where this will lead.
Do we have any chance of salvaging that?
Well, I mean, the ship
Yeah,
itself, except for the
yeah.
masts,
Yeah.
looking
Masts
pretty
can be
good, and the
repaired.
blizzard itself, it's just weather.
As
you know?
a
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That was my
Yeah.
thought. It's just
Yeah.
gonna
Uh-huh.
kill off the pirates.
As
Yeah,
a-
there's-
as a-
there's this
as
It's a
thing.
good way of
boss-
obscuring things.
As the bosun, I can say we can repair everything. It'll
Great.
just take time.
As a captain, I can tell you cannot repair frozen crewmen. And we could have
well,
taken them over.
no.
We have
I
to
doubt
take them
that.
over.
I
They're,
doubt that.
they're pirates. They don't give a shit. We have money.
What?
Just look at. We have.
Why would I pay them?
We need people to crew the
Why?
ships.
We came
Okay, you know
to
what?
the bloody island with the crew, and
If-
we even got one additional crew.
Perfect.
member.
All right.
So,
If we take
More,
over this ship,
yeah.
you're the only crew member in it. All right. You take care of all
then
of them.
I'm fine. Then I sail back to Great Parish
You
Isle.
won't be able to move.
I have my skeleton.
He has Bob.
My
okay?
skeleton.
Yeah, I have Bob.
He has
and
his
Bob.
skeleton
Your
Bob.
skeleton crew.
might have
Great.
a chat with Grujuk.
Might split the crew.
Mutiny!
Mutiny!
It is.
Grushchuk is my buddy. He's besties with me. Okay, so
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching and listening. As always, if you liked and if you laughed at least once, tell a good friend about this show. Find us online. Go to slanteddice.com for all links. We'll see how this will develop next week, this battle, what the outcome and resolution is. And yeah, if you really want to support us, it's free. Just leave a review on iTunes. That'll help with the visibility. So, see you next week with this naval battle upon the waves. And yeah, goodbye from the DM.
Randolph the Buccaneer says, "See you next time." I like
All
it.
right,
I'm never gonna leave.
stay on the
See,
waves
you already
forever.
have a captain for the ship.
I have like 3 different captain candidates for the ship. You being one of them.
I don't wanna.
You will. You don't have a choice now. Fuck you.
I don't want a beat up ship. I want a new one. Okay,
All right.
cheerio.
See you
Good
next
night.
week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.